they can't get near as the bombers fly up. Flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the bombers fly up, up. The other teams they don't fear. They all try their best, but they can't get near as the bombers fly up. Side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barricades are shouting as all barricades should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood. Shouting as all barricades should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
G'day everyone, welcome back to another live watch along on the channel. Final round of this 2023 AFL season. Where has the year gone? It has gone absolutely quick. It felt like yesterday this year was starting, but of course it's not all doom and gloom. We've got an exciting final series coming up and a pretty intriguing final round of footy coming up. Let's be sure about that. Essendon versus the Pies. Obviously, the Dons, their year's over, so it's not really much high stakes. But for the Pies, it's an intriguing one to see how they do go tonight. Will they flex their muscles against the better, easily, probably form still, and on paper team of Essendon? Or will the Dons challenge them? I know Essendon have been poor the last few weeks, but this is always the rivalry that both teams, I think, turn up to play. So we'll see how both teams do fare tonight. Obviously, both sides have their fair share of injuries, especially Essendon with a number of their key players being out of this side. Collins still without 𝐼𝐴𝐴 as well, but, 𝐷𝐸's in there, so that's important. And obviously, he was, missing last week, so it is a big in with 𝗍𝐸 coming back into the team. So I think he's got to be big tonight. But these are always, games that you want to be up and about for, because you never know. I think especially these two sides, we've seen some crazy finishes the last few years, or even, in whole history, really. But, I am backing in Collingwood. I think it will be sort of close, though. I think Essendon will give them a run for their money, finish off the year strong, as I think in general they've had a good year. So I think it's around 3 goals I think they'll win by. But yeah, hopefully everyone's going well. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Jaden, Wes, 𝐷𝐸, Clive, Playlist Guy, Barney Gumble, Lockie Jack, 𝐬𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Hopefully all you lot are going well in the old chat. At the Pies, even though we can't go up anymore. Yeah, I mean, the important thing for Collingwood is, well, actually, question the stream, bottom right your screens, lads. Are the Pies better off finishing first or second? I think first, because Craig McRae, obviously, you want to win games before finals. That's the important thing. That's something Collingwood haven't been doing too flashy, and it's critical that teams that do win the flag usually, or in fact all the time, go on a bit of a winning streak prior to finals, so they really need to lock in with a win. But that means they're playing probably Melbourne at the G. Now, you've got Port Adelaide, you've got Brisbane. I think if you are a Pie supporter, you probably prefer Brisbane or Port playing them at the G. So it's probably, matchups-wise, a bit of an easy chance getting a home prelim. But Melbourne can cause some trouble. They beat them there last time out at the G. So, yeah, that's a little bit of food for thought. But it's always mind games and just, looking at matchups a little bit too much. I think, especially inside the four walls of a club, that stuff doesn't matter. You play your best footy week by week. You get what you're given, and you front up to the task. But it's always like a fan sort of speculation. So yeah, it's a thought. I think it's a bit of a question to ponder, especially for the Pie supporters. Probably a lot of them made their mind up. Probably a few people want them to lose this game and finish second. But I think a lot of Collingwood supporters don't want to be bloody losing to their bitter rivals of Essendon. That's safe to be said. Yeah, it's been good, thanks, Brandon. Hopefully your weeks and everyone's week's been good. Port is easier than Melbourne at the MCG after all. Yeah, that is true. I mean, that game was all the way back in round 2, so look, I know it's easy to look at that data back then, but I think a lot has changed since then, so yeah. Second, we'll give them the easy qualifying final against Port at the G. Melbourne, yeah, exactly. But Carlton and Melbourne would play the Pies in a prelim final of the MCG, which is interesting. Yeah, I haven't looked too much into the brackets and everything. I know that for St Kilda and Sydney, the 6th versus 7th, the winner of that game plays the loser of Brisbane or Port if things stand like it is. So yeah, there's I haven't really looked into too much of it, so I have to probably after this game. No, if Colin loses this one, I'm going to punch my PC. Oh, bloody hell, don't do that. PCs are a bit of money, mate. G'day, Master Popcorn. Hopefully going well, mate. Give us some minor premiership to start finals off. Yeah, exactly, mate. I think that's the important thing, I do believe. Boy, 𝐼𝐴𝐴 going to kick 5 goals today. Yeah, hopefully he is up and about there. He was bloody the sub last week, which is didn't really work. So, in fact, let me look at the lineups he is back in the team. I am pretty sure. I just look at the ins and outs. I don't really look at the team so much until right before the game. But yeah, he is on the bench. So Finlay McRae's the sub for the Pies. That's good to see. And AMT, 𝐷𝐸 his last game. Obviously, probably he wouldn't be passing the skin folds test, and probably not at 100%. But for the fans, I think for the the one last hurrah. Let's see what Tipper can do as the sub. That's not a bad move. Bit of a burst of excitement and X factor with 𝐷𝐸 as a sub. That's not a bad call at all. And then with the ins and outs, a lot for both sides. McCree's out with that suspension, unfortunately. Jacob Ryan's injured. He probably would have gotten dropped anyway. Nathan Murphy's a bit of an out, though, for the Pies. So filling the void, probably, Billy Frampton will have to do amount of work made up. We'll probably have to play him one of the two talls. Does Darcy Cameron maybe float back a bit more in defence? So, it's fair enough why they've gotten in Mason Cox. Maybe Cameron will try and float back a bit when he can. But, Quain or Markov, they've still got a handful of those important back six players that can definitely drive and cause a bit of damage. Essendon, on the other hand, a lot of injuries for them. Jake Kelly's out injured. Stringer's out injured. Caldwell, Guelphy, Peter Wright's a big one, and Draper, he came in for the first week and he's back out injured. There you go. And then, Cade Baldwin, the young key position player, he's back in. Nick Bryan, the young ruckman's in. Wiedemann, it's been a while since he's played an AFL game. It's been a number of weeks now. Will Setterfield finally makes his return. It's been a very long time since I think he had that ankle injury, and Will Snelling's back in the team. So, it's an interesting one. And of course for the Pies to go in, Bobby Hill, big ins for Collingwood. So, the team lists look like an interesting one. Obviously, Essendon's weaknesses have definitely been their inability to defend ball movement. So, it'll be interesting to see how they do that tonight against Collingwood, where they were a little bit rusty last week. They didn't really move the ball with much efficiency or much cohesion. A lot of poor, scrappy turnovers they had, and I think they had a big issue defending inside 50s. When the ball went in there, they couldn't really get it out as much as they usually are able to. So, let's see if Essendon can have one last hurrah this year and make a pounce. So, I don't know. I don't know how to anticipate this game. Do Essendon come out firing, or just be Collingwood all night long? But if you're a Pies man, you definitely want to be winning this game of footy prior to finals. Of course, the finals bye is still a thing, so there will be a week off obviously after this week, and then we get into the finals. G'day, George. Hopefully going well, mate. So hey, but for you're going well, Pies will win. I think they should get it done comfortably. G'day, Daniil. Apologies about the bloody Crows, mate. I mean, it's been a hell of a crazy week. I still feel bad for Adelaide. It's a terrible way to finish the year off like that. And, with those circumstances, really, we shouldn't have lost the game. So, I think Lady Luck was smiling on us a wee bit. But it's bloody poor how that didn't go to a score review. I still remember I thought that was a goal, and I'm just looking down, punching the score. We've choked again. I look back up. Umpires put it at 1 point. Like, what the bloody hell? Like, I swear to God. And at the time, I thought it hit the padding. But Pies by 9. I hope we get a good win. I think it could be scrappy. I agree with you, Anth, on a bit of a low, tight margin. But we'll see how this goes tonight. But as I say again, bloody hell, where is this year gone? Already round 24. We didn't even have round 24 this whole time. This is the first year with the extra round. Obviously because of Gather Round back in round 5. Alright, well, the Fox Footy pundits are going through there. Who's it a big night for? I'll go for mine. I think it's going to be a tall for Collingwood. Maybe someone, I might go Brad and Maynard. I mean, they still are easy favourites to win, but they've got to hold up the defensive post. That's where they leaked a lot of scores. They weren't too great at ground level when the ball went in there last week against Brisbane. So Maynard, he can, he's usually athletic enough to get a lot of those ground balls, and he can cause an impact in the air too. So Brandon Maynard, he's got to be big tonight, or I'll go for him. And speaking of him, he will be the captain, and he is doing the coin toss up against Merritt. Who wins it? That is the ultimate question I think we all want to know. Let me just turn up this a bit, fellas. Not a bad turnout, of course. Essendon's home game. So Zach Merritt will kick to the left-hand side of the screen to kick things off. Yes, I am Barney. I'm a Sydney supporter, of course. No, captain 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, well, Moore's not in the team, so makes sense. Josh Dacos, 100th game. I want the Dons to win for Tipper. Yeah, I think a few neutrals will be definitely on you with that one. Hopefully he can make an impact. I am quite certain he is the sub. Because he's on the bottom of the interchange list. Assuming he is. For some reason they still don't have the bloody... Yeah, no, he's a sub. As I expected. Well, fellas, round 24. We're about to get underway for the final round of the home season, and we're kicking off with a beauty. Maybe it isn't as big as what the ladder suggests with these two teams, but the rivalry You cannot go unnoticed. Both clubs love playing some good quality footy against each other. We've been blessed with some good results the last few times. We're going to get a cracking game tonight. We're underway at the MCG for Friday night footy. Pendlebury, it was awesome last week. I think he had like 31 touches. He went off. 𝐴𝐿𝐼 the first clearance of the game. Kick towards half forward. Nice there from Redmond. Tap out into the space. Only as far as Josh Dacos though. That should be a high tackle and it is given. I would have taken Pendlebury. I would have thought though Pendlebury would have taken captaincy on more. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, when he wanted to get rid of the captaincy or when he wanted to stand down, probably just entirely. And I think it's about that new wave too. And when that's a push out, that will be a free kick to Essendon. Going to go 𝐼𝐻𝐸's way. Speaking of Essendon players, James Stewart, former Essendon Bomber, key defender, did say he wants to get back in the AFL footy. He was delisted last year. So, I'm pretty sure he's delisted last year. But yeah, he's sort of like a Oscar McDonald kind of type or situation where he has played AFL, recently delisted, still wants to get into the game. So I wonder if a few clubs could look at him in the off-season. Anyway, here come the Pies off the turnover. Lovely movement. There's the hand pass. Game we all love and know. 𝐴𝐿𝐼 now for the first goal of the game. Right down the pipe in front of the Pies faithful. 𝐴𝐿𝐼, instant impact. He comes back in and kicks an early goal. Well, there we go. What a start. Hope my Hawks get a win tomorrow to finish off the year strong. Yeah, I think they're definitely a chance. Even though I have actually tipped Fremantle, I think they've been pretty impressive the last few weeks, and I think they can get a good win in Melbourne. And they've only played there once this year, and against the Demons, and they beat them there. So I think they'll be a good chance. But yeah, if Hawthorn are up and about, I can definitely see him win the game of footy as well. G'day Aussie Trump fan, hopefully going well, mates. I'm hoping for a throw at tip ties at 25. Yeah, I agree, mate. Hopefully it's a close game, you know, a bit of action tonight. But yeah, I don't know. I think Pies will be too good. Yeah, good. Thanks, Roden. Hopefully going well yourself, mate. Same to you, Hawk Sports. Don't do this to me, Bombers. At least make this a close game. And go ahead and hopefully go well, mate. Okay, well, back underway. Quick goal. First goal of the game for Collingwood. Another centre clearance here coming the Pies' way through Taylor Adams. Half volley pick-up couldn't be completed there from McStay. Now turned over McGrath. Bit of a shanky kick, but it could favour the young 𝐼𝐻𝐸. Pick-up was nice. Setterfield now out across to Merritt. Usually a classy user. And look at that kick. Picked apart the Pies' defence. Wiedemann chipping ball's a nice one. Will Snelling. There we go. Does he have the leg here from around 48 metres though? We'll see. Well, this is, oh, here we go. Bang from 55. Who was that from? That's going to go for a point. It was the Red Dog, of course. Usually kicks those. But how about Zach Merritt? Always love his foot skills. Probably one of the better midfielders kicking that is, forward of centre. Another lovely delivery there. Jeremy Howell now, starting in defence. He's played forward the last few weeks and obviously needed to swing back because of the casualties I've had now. Taylor Adams, a risky corridor kick. Ken, my check fly. Front position from 𝐓𝐻𝐸 was good. He wants to redeem himself after last week's shite game on Jesse Hogan. He's going to have to be big in the air tonight. That's a great ground ball get there from Taylor Adams, but it's going to be turned over now. Darcy Parish, obviously in the news as of late. Oh, he's going to get pinned, Phillips, on the ball. That it did hit the ground. Look at that. Kane Baldwin's already in the attention of the doctors. 3 minutes in. 𝐺𝐻𝐸 tonight, 16 points, Hawks, mate. Short kick from side, he finds Pendles. Wonder how he'll go in the final series, Scott Pendlebury. Will he be one of the key players towards a potential flag? Now short to 𝐴𝐿𝐼. Out across the side bottom. Apple Pear and Junior Kombucha tonight, fellas. Not a bad one. Obviously, last week's stream, I did put a particular flavour on the Never Again list. Forgot what it was. Anyway, McStay now plays on. Centering ball. Good kick towards my check. Can't take the mark. Dacos. Crumbing was nice. Hand pass. Lacked a bit of efficiency there to Elliott. Now Redmond. Hand pass over the top out into space for Nick Hind. Fast play, but doesn't have any. Runs out of tarmac, as James Brayshaw would say. And now Redmond will switch it out across to 𝐓𝐻𝐸. Sam Durham's all alone. Alongside half back and elects to go to him. Now short kick finds 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Blueberry and lime last time. Oh, there you go, Joyce. You remember. Beautiful. Yeah, it wasn't a great one. I don't know, just it was a bit sweet. Parish now. Good handball received to Merritt. Nice chipping ball towards half forward. Phillips, one of the many retirees of this year, is going to launch it inside 50. Who can he find in prime position? 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. That's a great mark. Read it best. Now out across to Josh Dacos. Now Oleg Markov uses his pace. Darting ball towards the wing. Finds 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. And the short 45 finds 𝗵𝐿𝐴. Wildberry and passion fruit the best. To be honest, Hawk Sports, I have so many bloody flavours, so I can't really name many off the top of my head. They just, you know, they throw anything into it. Anyway, Pies continuing this nice ball movement here. Oleg Markov inside 50, changes the angles. Heppel gets in front, but can't make an impact as Ginnivan kicks towards an open goal and slots it with ease. And the Pies faithful up and about. Jack Ginnivan kicks the second. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no, wait, sorry. I didn't click the button. I clicked the stopwatch. I just haven't clicked this button. There we go. I appreciate you telling me that, Matty, mate. What team do you guys go for? Jesus Christ, the caps lock's getting a bit of work at me, mate. I'll go for the Sydney Swans, my friend. The old Swannies. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, fellas, if you haven't already. Yeah, no, we've been chipping away at the subscribers and all that whatnot. So always do appreciate your support. So yeah, feel free to click. I would say click the red button, but it's not a red button anymore. It's a black button. Back in the middle, Perkins, that was nice. Gives it now out across to Hobbs, another young midfielder inside 50. Wiedemann did well to bring it to ground, just doesn't have many reinforcements. Now Frampton out across to Josh Dacos, who loves to rack up the football, this young man. Or not really young man, he's 25 or 24 now. Starting to get into sort of his middle area of his career. Anyway, Ginnivan wins a high free. Something we never really see too much, Ginnivan these days, winning high frees. Do you go for any other teams? What you mean by other sports? Soccer, Chelsea, NFL, New Orleans Saints. That's really it, to be honest. Anyway, kick towards the next contest. Ground level ball. Snelling did well. And a space for Nick Martin. And he's going to be the meat and the sandwich there. Nice tackle from John Noble, who always gives 100% each week. If the Swans put the same intensity as the last 6 weeks and are accurate, they have a great chance against the D's. Yeah, I think we give us a chance. I mean, we've been in great form. I've just tipped us because I think we're up and about in a bit. Defence is looking quite good. And the big one for me, though, Aussie, mate, is if we can improve our fourth quarters. I think that's the big one. And those adjustments can work come finals time. If we can get that working, I think we can see a finals win. You know, I'd be stoked as a Swans fan with a finals win this year, given the year we've had. It'd be a nice touch and obviously, you know, against the grain of breaking history. Usually you don't make finals the year after you get belted in the grand final. And yeah, it's been a very odd year, that's safe to say. It's not over yet, of course, as Taylor Adams goes inside 50 here for Collingwood. Oh, Mason Redmond, what a one-handed grab that is. Beautiful stuff. Can you please say hi, Nima? Yeah, hi, Nima. Hopefully going well, mate. Merritt drops the mark, but able to redeem himself. Now 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, does he want to take that corridor kick? Doesn't want to go to it now. Gives it to a better user of Merritt. And that's a nice kick. Look at that, beautiful use. And across, finds Nick Cox. Feels like every touch Merritt's had so far, it's been on the money. Nick Cox now. Short kick finds Nick Owen. Jeez, that's a poor corridor kick there. Now off the turnover, here comes Collingwood. 𝗵𝐿𝐴, darting ball towards the goals. Drifts across the face. That's Collins' first point of the game. I'm pretty excited, El, mate. That's safe to say. I think it should be a great hit out against a great team. The big thing still for me, Melbourne, is just their defence and their contested game. It still is such a highly ranked side in that area. I mean, they have their inconsistencies, especially the last few weeks with scoring. But, you know, just those, they just show really good upside with how they play. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've played us at the SCG too. So, yeah, it's been a few years. Probably 2019 was probably the last time, I think. I'm tipping Woody. Doesn't look very fit. Well, he's been in and out of retirement lock-in. He's come out of retirement to play this game. Bit of a last hurrah game. Luke Bruce or Mitch Lewis. In terms of who I'd prefer, probably Mitch Lewis. I mean, Bruce is definitely the better player with, you know, his career and everything, and he still has a massive importance to Hawthorn. But yeah, you know, Mitch Lewis is the player you want now if you're wanting to recruit players. As Bruce is obviously in his twilight years, and I mean, look at Hawthorn, how they played last week against. Look how they played without Mitch Lewis. Like, they still played quite well, but they were just massively lacking him. Anyway, that's not a great kick there from Heppel. That will be a high contact free anyway. I'll look Markov's way. You know, Phoenix, hopefully going well, mate. Yeah, hopefully we can make an impact in September. That'll be great to see. Oleg Markov now inside 50. Deep entry. Redmond again, maybe. Laverde drops the mark. Bobbling ball out the back here. Heppel's got to make this work. Tapping ball, Elijah Sardis. It's good to see them. Him now starting to get a bit of AFL experience. As he made his debut the other week ago, or a few weeks ago against, I think it was North. Heppel now. Geez, that looked like a throw. Not going to be paid. Laverde now out of the 50. Clever little soccer stop there from Hoskinelli, and Ginnivan. A few moves was nice. Crisp overhead. Couldn't take the mark. Well defended there from Heppel. And the holding free's been picked out here. Going Heppel's way. 15 kick. Dawson Apples had a few touches early on. Now out across. 𝐓𝐡𝐞. The hyphenator. Kick now into space is a nice one. Finds Durham. Can they build here, Essendon? I mean, they've had a bit of possession, but haven't really been able to make much penetration in their forward half. There again, that's another kick that could have been turned over, but they keep possession here, and that's just not a good kick there from Snelling. Some good pressure there from Markov, causes the turnover. Sydney Swans there to kick low, yes, pick out the targets. No, to be fair, I think we've been doing that very well as of late. We've been probably one of the most efficient teams in the competition going inside 50. What team are you rooting for? Rooting for? Geez, that's an American saying. You're from America, Mina. Not going for anyone as a neutral supporter, but I've tipped Collingwood, so I don't know, I prefer probably them to win. Because, you know, you want to finish off your tipping year in good form. But of course, tips, remember, do carry over towards grand final week, everyone. It doesn't end at the home season, especially in my tipping comp. If you're in it, Ginnivan now doesn't. No, that's not a very good kick. Didn't get. Oh, Nick Cox, terrible drop. That was an uncontested mark, and he's lost that one on the lights. Nick Hine, though, able to regather, but they just don't have any numbers out there. As 𝐼𝐻𝐿 takes the intercept in their forward half. Starting to really pepper their inside 50s, Collingwood. Essendon can't really get out of their back half. 12-5 inside 50s. Where can you watch the match? Depends where you live. If you live in Australia, it should be on free to air. But if not, I'm not too sure, I'm afraid. Have to probably pay for some subscription over price of wank. As per usual. That was a nice tackle there from Brian. Didn't get Elliott too high. Yeah, exactly. You can just watch it at the MCG too. You know, just walk. Just do the, you know, take the quick flight. Just teleport there. It's not hard. So Pies started this game pretty well, setting up the defence really well too. And they're bringing some pressure early on here, forcing a lot of mistakes from Essendon. They've had a few poor turnovers. Setterfield probably did too much there. Now Mitchell out across to Ginnivan. He's going to go for another snapping kick. That's going to fall short, but 𝐼𝐻𝐿 read it best. Lovely mark there. In a small contest. And he can go back and for sure kick this goal. And 𝐼𝐻𝐿 kicks the goal directly in front. So Collingwood started this game pretty well. Got the first three. 8:36 to play in this first term. You'd be good as an AFL player, honestly. you've never seen me play, to be honest, so, I mean, I'll take it as a compliment. I mean, I wasn't a bad player when I played AFL footy. I'm still wanting to maybe play, perhaps, I don't know. Well, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿 first goal of the game. G'day, Savannah. Hopefully going well. Bombers coming off one of their worst losses in a few years, to be honest. 126 points or something it was. 116 against GWS. So, looking for a bounce back this week. They haven't started very well. Already conceded the first 3. Darcy Cameron copped a bit of a falcon there. Taylor Adams did well. Just got the hand pass away. Dispossessed was Perkins. He falls over. Parrish and Oscar Elliott fired at it. And umpire's ball. Yeah, no, I appreciate that you're a big fan, Savannah. Hopefully your day and everything's going well. Kick towards half forward here for Essendon. Perkins, that's a lovely hand pass. Now Parrish on his non-preferred kick. Out of space, could work for Langford. That's a great kick. 2 numbers 4s going at it, Cole Langford and Braden Maynard. But what I hear is had Cole Langford. I'm hopeful he does genuinely make the All-Australian squad. He's kicked over 50 goals this year. There's not really too many that's played as that sort of... There's not really too many that's going to get that general forward spot. Like, I think maybe like Butters and Petrarca get the half forward spot. But, you know, maybe in a forward pocket, you know, Toby Green, maybe Langford or something. We'll see. Cole Langford now. Can he kick his first? And Essendon's first. Kick's on its way. That's going to drift across. Can't get the Dons first. Ariel's 2 now. Yeah, good. Thanks, Vito. Hopefully going well, mate. Anyway, I think someone's injured here for Essendon, so I just saw McDonald tipping when he's getting the old jumper off. Or the warm-up t-shirt off, so it looks like he'll be watching. Not watching, sorry, and he'll be coming on shortly. G'day, Brody. What website watching on? I'm watching on Kaido, mate. Which is obviously a subscription service. Now, Jeremy Howe. Well, that's not a great kick, but had to really make Nick Hine work with that one. The Pies have the numbers. Now Pendlebury, quick hand passes here. Bang! What a tackle that is from Durham. They still have possession though, Collingwood. They've gotten it out. Kick was smothered from the McStay kick. Now, oh, no, can't pick that one up, Durham. Gideon with great pressure. And he wins that stoppage. Thanks for subscribing as well, Savannah. Appreciate it, mate. On Christmas, I'm buying your membership. Oh, appreciate it, Savannah. I mean, yeah. It's the lowest price possible, by the way, mate. $1.49 a month. Price of a frozen Coke at Macca's. Is a frozen Coke even $1.50 a month? I don't bloody know. It's just the analogy, you know. Anyway, Bobby Hill now. Stabbing kicks a nice one. Finds 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿 just 15 metres. This is where I upload. Got 230 subs on views. Yeah, that's great to hear, Sport Lad. Lovely stuff, mate. Keep on, keep chipping away, mate. And then you choose subscribing as well, Keela. Okay, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿. Usually been a pretty accurate set shot this year. Can he kick Collingwood's 4th and his 2nd? To balloon this one out towards a bit of a margin here for Collingwood. Kicks on its way. It's lovely. Doesn't have the leg. Sure does. Beautiful kick from Brody 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿. 4 goals, 125. 0 goals, 2-2. Where we? There's McDonald tipping Woody. There he is. You'll love to see it. He's out on the ground. Or can he have a bit of a spark? Just rocking in a few subscribers. Appreciate it, everyone. Could have kicked it any sweeter straight through the middle. Yeah, he had a few of those nice set shots last week as well. So Kane Baldwin, within like the first 2 minutes of the game, has already injured himself, so he's out. What was it in the end? It was a head knock early, so I think he's come off with concussion, perhaps. Kane Baldwin. A few cheers there from the Essendon supporters as Tippenwood is now out on the field. Setterfield, nice offloading hand pass out to Parrish. And yep, to be fair, that kick does work. It does give Merritt plenty of room to roam. Now out across to Ben Hobbs at half forward. Goes inside 50. Can tip a fly. 𝐴𝐸 from the side. A great mark who's been a heavy improver this year for Collingwood. Going to stream tomorrow? Oh, I'll see. Maybe not. And the Cats and the Doggies game should be a good one. Short kick now, 𝐼𝐴. Short kick here. Finds Oleg Markov. So, yeah, Collingwood just moving the ball. As they please, really. They're moving it short. Essendon just allowing them to have this short uncontested mark game, and they're working their way up the ground really well. Noble now at half back. We'll chip it towards the wing. Space for Cameron to fly. Nice kick. Who wants Sydney Swans this trade period draft? Well, yeah, Grundy's definitely on the cards, and Ben McKay, I've been hearing. If we can get McKay for a good deal, I'll definitely be content with that. Even though I still feel like genuinely Mellon could be, or maybe if you compare the two, is almost just as good as McKay. But yeah, definitely need some more reinforcement back there with Paddy McCartan. And now the big inside 50 from side bottom. Who can he find? 𝐼𝐿𝐴 perhaps. He was pushed out with ease. And Nick Kellen takes the mark. G'day, Cuffy off the going well. Of course, Nuggets will win. They're playing a pathetic slow side. Well, you know, Collingwood and Essendon always play each other two times a year. And Taylor Adams now centering balls, a beauty. Pendlebury. And he can go and kick this goal, perhaps. It's going to be a long match. Yeah, perhaps to nil. Perhaps it will be. Yeah, but, you know, I'm content anyway because I'm getting my tip right. So, you know, it works. But Collingwood have definitely been the deserving minor premiers this year. So, it's almost football justice if they win this game well. And now Pendlebury to get this one out to a 29-point margin. Can he kick truly here? Directly in front from 40 out. Kicks on its way. It's a beauty. What a star Scott Pendlebury is. And he's on the board. Collingwood, 5-goal zip. What a start this is. Well, I think a lot of neutrals was definitely expecting this. Maybe a potential blowout on the cards. Essendon just can't do anything in their forward half. Pies rebounding well. They're moving the ball as they please. Just a total dominant performance so far. Already 16-5 inside 50s. Ooh. That's just too easy there. Essendon couldn't apply about any pressure. A few missed tackles. And an easy inside 50. Western make finals next year, says Lockie. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of teams that are vying for a spot into the finals next year. A few impressive teams, improved teams. Anyway, chance now for Essendon. Wiedemann's going to get a holding free against Frampton. Under 3 minutes to play. Definitely chance, Lockie. You know, sort of a hard one to think of at the moment. Find it very hard to read people's social cues in every social situation. For instance, CARDMAN is very hard to tell what his boundaries are. Liking them a lot. Yeah, it's fair enough, mate. The old streams and everything. Wiedemann's kick's a terrible one. That's almost off the side of the boot, but it's a centering ball at least. Who can crumb here? Noble. Oh, that's a poor hand pass. Langford just handballs and hopes. Bobbling ball, tip and Woody. Can he do something side bottom? Mason Cox just shanks a boot at it. Not really an effective kick, but it can make McStay fly. That was very well done. Falls to ground, and now Crisp can fly through the corridor. Grand ball kick. Bobby Hill's got to be clean, and he is. Out and into space. Beautiful vision. Now Tal Adams. Can he hit the short ball and find 𝐼𝐿𝐴? Not a great kick. Didn't favour him. Lovely pick up from Crisp. An advantage play. Tom Mitchell for the Collingwood 6th goal. You betcha. Wow. This is some sort of a start from Collingwood. 6 goals to 0. And with 1:55 to play in this first term. Jesus. This is, bloody hell. Very, very good start for Collingwood. Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll do so. Jeez, that's good effort there from 𝐓𝐡𝐞, but couldn't make an effective disposal. 𝐷𝐿𝐼 taking the tackle. Umpire's ball. I've gone for the Swans, man, because my dad, so I've gone for them ever since I could really remember. Now inside 50 again for Collingwood. Jamie Elliott on the end of it. Kick from the stoppage finds Elliott on the chest. Yeah, 90 seconds to play. He can kick Collingwood 7th. Wowee. Winning pretty much everything around the footy too. Well, let's see if Elliott can kick this goal. To get this out to a 41-point margin. With a minute to play in quarter time. Kicks on its way. Does it hold the line? It does. Jamie Elliott continues the onslaught here for Collingwood. 7 goals, 143 to 0 goals, 2-2. Bloody hell. What a start this is to round 24. Jesus. Not the start Essendon would have hoped for. Guns are playing like last week. Yeah, pretty much. Defence non-existent. Can't really do much out of the middle. Dyson Apple on camera there. Trying to hang on his plays. .58 seconds to play this first quarter. Can the Dons win a centre clearance? That would help. Nick Bryan in the ruck up against Mason Cox. Terrell Adams gets first possession but turned over. Merritt now out to Setterfield. Inside 50 here for Essendon. Tip and Woody maybe. Back at the flight well done there from Maynard. Now out across into space for 𝐷𝐿𝐼. Drop the mark. All Snelling there. A bit fumbly. In board here. To Noble now out to Maynard. And they can slow it down a bit here with 𝐲𝐿𝐼. But wants to continue a chain here to 𝐷𝐿𝐼. Western haven't been too great with first quarters the last few weeks, and it's on show here again as Crisp, another inside 50. Does it fall at the back here for 𝐵𝐺𝐻𝐻𝐻? It sure does. And does he want to snap out on his left boot, or he's trying to find that centering ball, but he'll kick after the siren here to get this one out to a 47-point margin potentially at quarter time. Wow. How about this start? Jack Ginnivan now. Left foot snap. Kicks on its way. Slots it home. There we go. How about this from Collingwood? They're looking like they've bounced back perfectly from last week's loss against Brisbane. Dominating in pretty much every aspect of this game. Around the footy, they're dominating. This, every time, well, the limited inside 50s Essendon have had, they've just gone straight down Pies Guernseys and gotten the game on their terms. They're moving it how they feel. And they are damaging going inside 52. So, a perfect start from Collingwood. And this is probably game over. What a start to round 24 this is. Now, let's have a look at some of these stats, shall we? Well, this is a bit of a shame if you're an Essendon supporter, at least wanting to finish the season on strong. But definitely need to turn things around. They're not looking too great around the footy. A lot of their use, though, isn't really working too. Some of the kicks forward to centre just instantly turned over, and defensively not showing enough intent, I think. 19 inside 50 to 7 Collingwood's way. Clearances all tied up, and Essendon are actually winning the centre clearances, but can't really do much post-clearance. Plus 10 contested possessions, plus 15 uncontested possessions, all Collingwood's way. More disposals, the better side. Merritt is leading all disposal getters with 11 touches. Ginnivan's got 2 goals and 9 touches already. 𝐷𝐿𝐼 with 9 touches. Terrell Adams has been getting out the centre a wee bit with 9 as well. 2 clearances to Parrish and Jack Crisp. 2 goal assists already for Bobby Hill. He's coming in and making an impact already. Meters gain leader with 199. 3 intercept possessions for Mason Redman. Already 4 inside 50s for Tal Adams too. And a few contested marks for a few plays. And a number of plays on 3 score involvements. So, yeah, pretty much it's all Collingwood in this first quarter. Simply said. Essendon Cook says, Lockie, could Collingwood score 200 points? Yeah, it could be on the cards. I mean, they're sort of technically a quarter of the way there. Yeah, we'll see. G'day, you can't good game footy on, mate. Couldn't put it any better. This is some sort of a game. Looking like traffic cones out there at the moment, Essendon. My tip was Collingwood by 62, says Cuzza. Yeah, mine was 16, so at least I'm probably going to get the tip right, but margin might be a bit cooked. To be fair, Brisbane now a different team to Essendon right now. Is this... What's the context behind this? Sorry, Daniil. Finals role, Sydney Swans, who do you want? I don't know. Like, I think a lot of people would say St Kilda, but they're not going to be an easy team. They bloody beat us there, and they're playing great footy at the moment. So, look, any team I'll definitely be a bit scared about. Yeah, if we win, and Brisbane win, we'll probably most likely be playing the Saints anyway. I reckon Posh honestly want to finish second playing Port, but I want to play the D's. Yeah, I was talking about it at the start of the stream, Lipper. It's a fair argument. But I think a lot of supporters definitely want to actually win the game and get a bit of confidence up and about. This is exactly what they need prior to finals. And you want to lock up the Mitre Premiership too. That's always a good feat. And of course, like, you don't want to be bloody losing to Essendon, one of your biggest rivals. You fucking hate that. Absolutely. What team do you support or go for? Curious, just want to know. Yeah, no worries. Carlo and Stream go for the Sydney Swans, my friend. I got Sydney playing a prelim. Oh, jeez. I mean, I can see us maybe winning a finals game, but we'd probably have to beat either Port or Brisbane at their home ground. That's going to be tough. Can't let Lions finish first. No one wants to play at the Gabba. Yeah, they haven't lost there this year, teammate. Who do you want to take first, Lions or Magpies? Well, I don't support either side. I mean, Magpies should definitely finish first because they deserve to. And look, Collingwood versus Melbourne should be a cracking qualifying final anyway. Wiedemann Merritt combo not working for Essendon like it did for Collingwood. Yeah, and I mean, you know, like, of course, especially like Wiedemann, they are missing a few important players. Like no Stringer, no Peter Wright, no Draper, a few of their tools they are missing. And Wiedemann's, it's been a while since Wiedemann's actually been in the side. Like he's been dropped a bit and all that whatnot. Collingwood will choke here, lose surely. Yeah, I think it's already home and hosed, to be honest. Looks like Essendon, most of Essendon's side looks like they have checked out. This season's more open than last year, 2021, all Melbourne, 2022, all Geelong. Even though the Pies will most likely finish minor premiers, have fallen down towards the end. Yeah, I mean, I still feel like, in a way, they're still the team to beat. Like, look at the moment, they're just dominant. I know it's against Essendon, they've been poor, but yeah, like, they're still going to be a hard team to beat come finals. They're definitely wanting to get their minds right and adjust things, and look, they've probably done that so far. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. Yeah. Who's normally Keith? Yeah, usually Peter Wright, Daniil, and Langford's been as the sort of next key. But yeah, Wiedemann in there too. And Stringer's sort of third tall midfielder. He's not been playing as well. He's out injured. Yeah, pretty sad, 𝐼𝐶, mate. Sad way to end his career with an injury. But at least he's doing the old lap of honour on Sunday. So that should be a good viewing. Alright, players back out now into positions. Let's get the second term underway. Yeah, 𝐼𝐶 another one. There's been a lot of retirees this year. I don't know if you've seen it, fellas, but there's a lot of like social media posts, and they actually have full 22 sides of all the retirees and all that whatnot this year. There's been a lot. Anyway, what a start this is from the Maggies. They're up by 47 points at quarter time. Look at that. Out of the middle, Jordan 𝐼𝐶 just going for goals. On inside 50. Bobbling ball towards the goals. He's got to be clean here. 𝐼𝐵verde out across the McGrath. Andy McGrath, the number 1 pick from 2017, I'm pretty sure. 2016? 2016, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Cam Raiders 2017. Still, in a way, you'd think, well, shouldn't they taken McCluggage, though? Apart from Swans, who would you like to see win the grand final? That's currently in the 8. I don't know. Whoever deserves to win it. Like, if Collingwood win it, fair enough. I'll be happy for them. As they've been the best team all year. Footy justice plays its part. Simple as that. But, you know, I think as a Swan supporter, you always sort of, in a way, cheer a little bit for, like, you know, the non-Victorian teams. You know, like your Brisbane and Port Adelaide, which will be in the finals. Definitely in a good spot. Like, Brisbane are definitely in the box seat if they finish second. Home prelim final, pretty much, if they can win that qualifying final. Anyway, not even to mention this game, the ball's already in Collingwood's forward 50 with a stoppage. Setterfield, the tackle's nice and the gully ball up again. G'day, Aaron. Hopefully you two are going well. Welcome, stream. Fortunately, your wish might not come true, Aaron, mate. This has been some sort of a start by Collingwood. 8 goals to zip. What a start indeed. Another ball up here. Darcy Cameron and Phillips go at it. Ball goes to the deck. Little hacky soccer there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. And he'll be tucking the tackle. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 from Maynard. Ball up again. Peter Riddell, little stubby ball towards the pocket. Intercepted from 𝐓𝐶𝐞 does find Zach Merritt. It's not a very good season, Zach Merritt. Probably will be Essendon's best and fairest winner. Peter Wrights was their winner last year, but he's obviously missed a large chunk of this season. Now Nick Martin, well, he finished in Essendon's best and fairest. Probably high up there. I think overall he's been fairly consistent. 𝐓𝐶𝐞 now just out across to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. So, yeah, Essendon can't really make much work at the moment. They're just a lot of this chipping ball, which they do like to do. But they just can't get any impact when the ball goes in their forward half. And Nick Hines just twisting, turning. He's in no minds at the moment. Gets it towards the next contest. Noble reads it well. And Hoskin Elliott's kick will just stay in for a boundary throw-in. Collingwood inside 50 to 7. Collingwood's way. What a dominant start this is for Collingwood. When will Essendon's first goal come? That is, I think, the question we all want to know. Phillips did well on the ruck, but poor hand pass straight to Darcy Cameron inside 50. Here goes Jamie Elliott, that man again on the lead. Beautiful mark. He can go back. Young 𝐓𝐶𝐞 unable to get a spoil in. Again, good separation there, Jamie Elliott from 𝐓𝐶𝐞. Yeah, he wasn't even close from that one. It's just an absolute sin there from Phillips. So when you take first possession of the ruck, usually it's a good thing. But he just turns over these and does Jamie Elliott make them pay. Kicks on its way right down the middle. Great kick from Elliott. Collingwood kicked their 9th goal and their first goal of this second quarter. 53-point margin. And Nick Hine just explaining a few things there to Nick Martin. Bombers look just so lost whenever they have the ball. Look like they don't know what to do with it. Yeah, and I mean, it's with the Pies setup in defence too. That's definitely a big part too. This is quite the pulling down of the pants. And this is a terrible way for Essendon supporters to cap off their year. Well, I think, well, let's be honest, in general, I think they've had a really, really disappointing second half of the year. They've had a few close, respectable games, but, you know, like against us, their 4th term was good, but yeah, they'll be disappointed with how they've closed out this year. They've definitely proved them last year. That's definitely, without a doubt, a fact. But yeah, probably made one of those shoulda, woulda, coulda years. But just not good enough in the end. Setterfield, well, that's just terrible. It's got to be picking on that footing. Gives away free in the process against Mitchell. And now with advantage paid through to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 inside 50 again. It's that man again, Jamie Elliott on the lead, as easy as you like. Beautiful mark. Tenth goal coming up perhaps for Collingwood. Jamie Elliott. Can he kick this? No, that's off the side of the foot. Centering ball perhaps. 𝐓𝐴𝐶, can he fly? And that's going to go out for a boundary throw. Josh Dacos now, nice hand pass out to Penderry. Chance now for Jamie Elliott. Little offloading kick to 𝐼𝐶 𝐿𝐿𝐿. Inside 50. High kick towards the pocket. 𝐼𝐗 did well in the air. 𝗍𝐶 mops up. Parrish just whacks out of the fence. Panicky kick, but it's a good one. 𝐻𝐻𝐻 takes a nice mark, but did he control it enough? No, he didn't. Boundary throw in it is. 9 goals to none. Yes, Joyce, it is. Quite unbelievable. I just felt Essendon would turn up for this game, but they just haven't. Because to be honest, like, you can only look so much as past form. Sometimes it's not really something to look at, but sometimes with this game, it is. After losing by over 100 points, they continue to shit themselves. Absolutely pathetic, says Godric. Sure is, mate. Sure is. Jeez, I'm going to have to get a cup of tea, fellas. Get a bit of caffeine in it, mate. Not this sort of game I was expecting. Jesus. But, you know, as long as the footy's on, I'm always happy. Free will go now Collingwood's way. By tipping margin, yeah, that's gone out the window. The rest is still on the bus. Yeah, bloody hell. That's definitely a fact there. Mitchell now. And across to 𝐻𝐿𝐿. Side bottom out to 𝐻𝐿𝐿. Twisting and turning. Retreats back to 𝐼𝐶. Now on his left shoe. Kick. Doesn't really favour 𝐻𝐴𝐶. Redmond did well in the air there. Mason Redmond, a few intercept possessions for him so far this game. Short to Parrish. And plays on with the handball received back to Redmond. Now, can he make Tipungwuti work here? Exciting one-on-one. Chase is 𝐻𝐿𝐿 and Tipungwuti. Look at Tipper go at it. Can he pick up the footy? He can't really. 𝐻𝐿𝐿, great tackle. Umpire's ball. Live line is Collingwood minus 87.5. Yeah, wow. Brad Scott doesn't look too up in the coach's box. 6 clearances to 1 Collingwood's way this second quarter. But no, that is true, Lockie. I think a few memberships will definitely go on the microwave. Bloody hell. 92% the ball's been in their forward half already, Collingwood, this second term. And a few Bronx cheers from the crowd there as Essendon get a free kick in their forward half. Could be a chance here. Merritt's ball. One of their best kicks in the team. Goes inside 50. Langford did well. That should be a mark, and it is. To be fair, from that angle, it looked like he took all the bites of the cherry, that one. Nice contested mark. Here's the chance for Essendon to kick their first goal. Well, he just read it best. A lot of players overcommitted there. Markov couldn't take the mark. Wiedemann had the hands in Oleg Markov's back, but did it legally. Anyway, Langford doesn't want to take the shot. Gives it to Merritt, which is interesting. Unless he's opened the angle. Yeah, he has a wee bit. I mean, you've got a back. Langford's a lovely set shot. He probably should have kicked it. Kyle Merritt missed this because I want Essendon to be goals at half time. Well, let's see Zach Merritt's kick. Well, Lockie, mate, your wish continues to be true as Merritt misses. Well, it doesn't help me because I've got Merritt in my fantasy team, so want him to, you know, finish off this year on a high. Could this spark a comeback? Well, can't because they missed, so I'm always for the comeback. If they kicked that, I think it could have been on the cards. They still look like playing like a bottom of the ladder VFL side. Yeah, looking awful so far. Getting out hunted at ground level, especially the big one. 𝐷𝐿𝐿 now streams away. And look at this, all alone. Jamie Elliott again. He's been left off the leash. Wants to take it on, and Redmond, lovely tackle. Not all on the ball. Looks like he must have just hand passed someone, Jamie Elliott. Anyway, it's in Essendon's possession, or should I say was in Essendon's possession, as they've just coughed that up with ease. Now Josh Dacos can make them pay with a goal. Wow, I mean, there's a lot to think about that passage of play. I have to say that on the replay. Was that holding the ball? But that's just inexcusable from Essendon. They're walking that one out of their D50. They've got to go quick. They go through the corridor, and they just cough it up. Looking really sloppy, their ball movement. Jeez, Jamie Elliott's looking like he's played around in mud. He thinks he's Peppa Pig or something. Look at that, he's got fucking plenty of dirt on his Guernsey already. How about that? Redmond's the only one giving it his all. Yeah, I mean, that's could be a fair enough statement. I mean, Merritt's been trying hard too. Yeah, that's poor from Hobbs there. Not a clean possession, terrible turnover. And beautiful vision there from Penderbury and Dacos. Easy goal. Cracking player though, Josh Dacos. He's finished off this year very, very, very good. Yeah, he got that hand pass out there, Jamie Elliott. Fair enough. Back in the middle. Perkins generates a little kick forward. Look at that. That's just poor there from Menzies. He's got to work for that one. Easy stuff there from Markov. Now Darcy Cameron chased down. Pressure was good there. Very well done from Durham, as that was forced a turnover. Yeah, definitely one of the most improved players this year, Lockie, mate. Now out across to Durham. Redmond now towards the wing. Darcy Cameron in front position. Clean hands from side bottom. Now Frampton wants to go corridor. Ginnivan, can he fight for this one? That's a clever tap. Was that a throw? Looks like it wasn't. Crisp now on his favoured left boot. Usually a lovely kick. Does it find McStay? Doesn't have the trajectory. 𝐷𝐿𝐿 did well to leave his man. 𝐓𝐡𝐞, well done. Breaks the tackle. Back to 𝐷𝐿𝐿 now. To Nick Martin. Out across to Nick Cox. Holds it up. Nick Martin. What can he do? Just nowhere to go. Kick smothered from Bobby Hill. Great pressure. Dacos now. Turnover from Collingwood. Maynard towards a 1-2, and somehow that has worked as 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿 gives it to 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴, breaks a tackle and kicks Collingwood's 11th. Oh my goodness. There'll be plenty of remotes smashed at TVs down over there at Tullamarine and Windy Hill tonight. What a pathetic, pathetic defensive display from Essendon that was. Jesus. That's just poor. Terrible. It's like, you know, the Pies are dominating on the turnover, and all credit to them, but Jesus, this is boys versus men at the moment. And there's the Collingwood chance. Collingwood. Love it or hate it, fellas. It's one of the most iconic in AFL footy. Let's be real. I think it was game over when the first goal was kicked, to be honest, mate. Jesus, 67-3. Well, that's no good for Pies fans. Darcy Cameron, a little bit of an injury-prone player. He's come off hobbling onto the bench. A good sight to see. Free here to Collingwood, Pendlebury's way. And across to Brandon Maynard. Short kick's a nice one. Finds Jack Crisp. Inside 50 goes Jamie Elliott. Oh, almost with the one paw. 𝐷𝐿𝐿 can't get that one out. Good tackle there from Setterfield. Ball up again. Should put more than one unit on the live line. 87. That's just DJ and stuff. Yeah, mate. Poor stuff, Kenny, mate. Should have put a bit more on the punt, mate. No, I'm only joking. Why am I enjoying Collingwood winning as a Carlton supporter? I don't know, you asked me. I mean, do you hate Essendon more or something? Could be a reason why. Anyway, at Langford now. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 𝐻𝐿𝐼 rebounding very nicely here off the turnover of the Pies. Markov now out across to Josh Dacos. And back to Markov. Just owning possession, Collingwood. I guess it's against Essendon. Yeah, exactly. Inside 50 kick, or towards the edge of 50, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Nice mark. Now, he's a big kick, Brody 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Can he kick this goal? Because the scoreline 7-3 against my second least favourite team, KangaGamer. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Now, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 gives it off to 𝘍𝐻𝐿𝐼 𝐻𝐿𝐼. Halfway through this second term, 11 goals to 0. Inside 50 kicks, not a ground dome. I mean, he's got to mark that football. Regathers possession now out to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Not a bad left foot kick. Sardis did well there. That's some good courage. But it's another turnover in their defensive half. Bobby Hill's going to be pinned for on the ball. That's a nice tackle there from Setterfield. Well, they need something, Essendon. Just a goal, you know. Just a goal surely would cause a bit of a spark to maybe get back into this game. Obviously, this is definitely game over, but, you know, I think the important thing is they want those KPIs, and I think that's sort of what their goal is for the rest of this game. Keep on fighting, but haven't really started the fight. And now cue the cameras of the many dejected and unhappy Essendon supporters. Can't believe it. It's been such an up and down year when you really think about it for Essendon. Like, they've had some great games. You know, they beat Melbourne and they had some close games. Close against Port Adelaide twice. Really could have won that one if Dan Houston didn't kick that goal. Been a very respectable team, but then it's just the gap between their best and worst is probably one of the biggest ones out of any team in the comp. I mean, look at this. Just easy stuff. Bobby Hill. Uncontested mark inside 50. At half time, the teams will change over jumpers. They'll be come back. Oh, that reminds me, back in the day when I used to play, like, this was like under 10s and stuff. Sometimes, like, you know, if a team was winning by too much, or if the other team didn't have enough numbers, like, the best player from that team would switch over to the other team to make it, like, a bit more even and all that. But yeah, I just dropped my memory at that moment. Inside 50 here. They've got the numbers, Essendon. Cox flies from the side. Nick Hind just gets it out. Nelly will take. He take it in the tackle. Another ball up. Forward 50 stoppage inside Collingwood's forward pocket here. Who wins Swans versus Melbourne? It's a bit of a coin flip, to be honest, Drew. Jamie Elliott did well. Just couldn't hit that hand pass to Lipinski's Sardis now. Gives the 𝐓𝐿𝐼. And he'll rush it through for a point now. McGrath out across to Sardis. Hands out towards McGrath. That's just a rush kick, but it works. Finds Snelling. Want to get a bit of run and gun here, going here, Essendon. They do. Some nice end-to-end movement perhaps on show here. Kyle Langford held up there from Pendlebury. Low kick does work to Bryan, but oh, look at that. Hobbs just gets in Bryan's way. I mean, he's got to pick up that footy anyway. Bit of a not very convincing hand pass from Frampton, but it works to Crisp, who loves to take the game on. Breaks a tackle. Beautiful stuff there. Now on his preferred foot finds Bobby Hill on the wing. Chip over the top into space for Lipinski. Cox chasing his tail. Does well enough to hold up Lipinski, and Nick Martin now arrives with help. Corridor kick, that's beautiful use. Hobbs now out across to Durham. Now out across to Bryan. Now Zach Merritt. And look at that, that's some better use. Langford now he's all alone here, Wiedemann. He's got a bit of space here in Frampton. Is the kick good enough? It sure is. This should finally result in Essendon's first goal with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to play in quarter number 2. Shake it. Oh, for goodness sake. I think we just want Essendon fans to just be put out of their misery. But not really all the misery, as they're still down by 59 points. Look at the Essendon fans, they're up on their feet. There we go. Sam Wiedemann kicks Essendon's first. Well, there we go. Comeback's on, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Well, that's better. That's some... I mean, they've been unable to do it all game, but they finally were able to make it work end-to-end. Ball movement resulting in a goal. And Jamie Elliot's shaking up. He's currently in the attention of the physio. And Essendon turned up, they don't care. No, obviously not. What do you mean? No, what do you mean, Kathy? They're coming back, mate. That's good for Merritt. I think Merritt's still been one of the best players this game. I mean, he's still trying, cutting angles with his kicks. Off go again in the middle. Phillips gets the hit out, but gives it straight to Tyler Adams. Oh, Tyler Adams, not Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams fucking plays in the Premier League. Arrow gun, yes, he sure is, mate. Essendon fans, no, I think they're just celebrating they kicked their first goal. Got to give it to them. And then Phillips is going to get a high contact free. He'll be for sure getting the chair off. Did he get a poke in the eye or something? Looks like he's hurt his eye. Oh! 𝐼𝐶𝐞 completely mistimed the ball, and instead of hitting out the ball, he hit out. Bloody Phillips. Anyway, Merritt, another disposal. Short to Nick Martin. And now a low kick inside 50. Just couldn't work enough for Langford. And 𝐼𝐻𝐾 taking the tackle. Umpire's ball. Phillips now gets the head out. Darcy Cameron, kick was smothered. Hobbs' attack on the footy was okay, but going to be taking the tackle there from 𝐼𝐻𝐾 and Mitchell. Umpire's ball. Setterfield, nice hands. Nick Martin instantly under pressure though. Couldn't do much. Adams missed kicks. Mitchell. Darcy Cameron juggles the footy now. Whacks it forward into space. Heppel's ball to retrieve. Merritt. Bit of a hopeful hand pass there from Zach. Not a good one. Adams now. Rush kick towards the wing. That's not a clever one. Will come 𝐼𝐻𝐾𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐵's way. There's plenty of time to make his move. Hand pass out to McGrath. One of their running gun players, who hasn't really done much this game. Andy McGrath. Perkins now inside 50. Can they find some flies here? Maybe a chance for a dome out the side. Bryan's tap was clever, but not towards an Essendon Guernsey. Noble just keeps it in. Maynard. Side bottom. Whacks that one forward into space. Bowling ball. G's up bounce. Favours Tyler Adams perfectly well. Mitchell. Falls to ground, and hand pass wasn't a great one. Hobbs, Merritt, and a high's been found here. Going to go Ben Hobbs' way. G'day, Badger. Hopefully going well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Bit of a stalemate with the scoring as of late these last few minutes or so. Benny Hobbs is free. Essendon have had the last few inside 50s of this game, and they'll get another one here. Can they find a target? Maybe Phillips, the big man. Drop mark from Cameron. Langford snapping kick is good. There we go. That's better for Essendon. They've got 2 in a row. Yeah, it's good to hear, Budget. Yeah, bloody hell. It's not the game I was expecting. But hey, they've got 2 in a row. Bloody oath. Get around them. Celebrate the small things, of course. Langford continues. It feels like Langford's just getting goals every game. But important kick there, and I don't know, 53 points, still half a footy. Sorry, I forgot I had a point. Apologies about that. Peter Wright looking pretty dejected. And there's 𝐸𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 up there too. But no, it still has to be said though, Essendon are definitely having some of their injuries, a fair share of injuries. You know, even like Peter Wright and 𝐸𝐿 out there, both injured. Kick whack forward there from Sardis, given straight to Maynard. No, not really any spare with his badger, mate. It's been pretty good. Mardon out to Mitchell. And now Frampton. Oh, the chase down from McDonald, Tip and Woody. Oh, geez, that would have been great to see. Would have seen that for one last time. Hobbs now. Another chance here for Essendon. The kick just didn't really work there for Snelling. Not a good one. Durham attacks the footy well. Tip and Woody. Gives the hands over to Hobbs. Can he line up for goal? Snapping ball. It's a low kick. And well done from Howe. Rushes that one through. 2 goals, 4-16 now for Essendon. Up, there'll be a new one for this poster for the Swans. Well, there was last year, but yeah, we sort of didn't really win that game. But yeah, it's not a bad poster. It's laminated. It's not actually from the actual newspaper. I still had the. I mean, I think we got rid of it last year, but I still had the 2012 team photo celebrations from the newspaper the day after, the Herald Sun. It was the actual newspaper from that day. And obviously, plenty of age on the newspaper, all old and crinkly and brown and everything. Got rid of it finally. Yeah, no, they are. Menenga's retired today. Isaac Smith obviously retired a few weeks ago. $2.25 to play this second term. Apple now out to Redmond. Short kicks a nice one. Quick hand pass. This is better from Redmond and nice vision. Finds Durham along the wing. Now, does he have the distance here? You'd probably say no. He's going to find that centering ball. That's a good favourable kick. Can he fly here? Almost a chance for Perkins. It looked like that. The numbers there, Essendon, but not really many went up for it. Noble. Mitchell. Hand pass does not favour Cameron there at all. And Durham does well to win the grand ball. Hand pass, just not a good one to Langford, but he does find 𝐬𝐿𝐼, who's instantly taken the tackle. That's some great pressure there from Jeremy Howe. 2005-10 was more memorable than Buddy's 1,000th goal. Oh, yeah. I mean, Buddy's... I don't know. Both were memorable moments. I don't know how to compare the both. Parrish... I mean, obviously, for a personal point of view, I thought Buddy's 1,000th goal was better because, I mean, I was fucking 2 years old when we won that when we won that flag. So obviously, I didn't remember anything. Didn't even probably know what AFL was at 2 years old. Too busy bloody, I don't fucking suck it in 𝐓𝐴𝐿. Langford taking in the tackle, nice one there from 𝐴𝐿. Petition for roles to we'll get there soon, Benny, mate. But yeah, hopefully we can reach that target by the end of the year. That'd be nice. But I always appreciate the support, fellas. Even if it's 5 people watching or 1,000 people watching, I always do appreciate it, lads. Get around these streams, even when it's a bit of a not really the greatest of Friday night games. I was born the day after this 2005 granny. Yeah, righto. Beautifully done. Well, are your parents Sydney Swan supporters? That would have been a nice a premiership win. Then the next day, I have you. Crisp now, whacks one forward. Not really a favourable kick, but it does make McStay work here. Can they get a bit of pressure one here? Nice evasion there from Essendon. Merit to Hobbs. Well, I think Scott will definitely be happy. Brad Scott, will definitely be happy with the last 5 or 6 minutes of this quarter. They've definitely gone back into this game. Probably not on the scoreboard, obviously, but just their method. Starting to win a bit more footy of their own, and they're getting a bit more footy in their forward half and getting those repeated entries, which I just need to start getting. But anyway, Noble breaks free from the congestion out to 𝐴𝐿𝐼. Here comes the end ball movement for the Pies. Lovely kick out into space for Ginnivan. 15 seconds to go. Can he find a target? This could work here for Brody 𝐼𝐿𝐼, or maybe Mason Cox. 𝐼𝐿𝐼 too good. Takes another lovely contested mark and can kick that one after the siren. Unfortunately, that's most of their hard work all done now, Essendon. Last good few minutes, but that's all out the window as they'll concede this goal most likely to Brody 𝐼𝐿𝐼. And this will be first quarter. They give away a goal after the siren. Now the second quarter, they're probably going to be giving away a goal after the siren again. What a half of footy from Collingwood. And can they kick their 12th goal? Brody 𝐼𝐿𝐼. Oof, jeez, sneaks it home. Thought he missed that one, but he kicks truly. Well, there we go. How about this 58-point margin at half time? Probably wasn't expecting this sort of a margin, but Collingwood have come out to play. Credit to them. They're playing the game really well on their terms, defending really well, rebounding well. Off the turnover, they've been extremely good. They're looking sharp. They're looking great with their movement. This is the Collingwood side we all know and love. Good half of footy from them. Even though, yeah, Essendon will be happy with the last few minutes of that quarter. They had a bit of territory dominance their way, but still it's 58 points. It's simple as that. G'day, Riley. After going well, mate. Just off for work and looked at the score. Holy shit. Yeah. Bloody hell. 58 points. This is, bloody hell. It's not been quite ideal. Merit 17 disposals. Good for Supercoach. Yeah, it is. I don't have Merit in Supercoach. I have him in Fantasy, though. Do I have in my Supercoach team? I haven't looked too much into my Supercoach side. More of a Fantasy player. Let's have a look. Yeah, don't. Who have I got playing? Yeah, like I still have 𝐓𝐴𝐸 playing because I ran out of trades. Yeah, I didn't really have a good year this year, and Supercoach pretty much just gave up. But Fantasy, I'm going alright. I'm like 4,600 or something at the start of this round, so yeah, I think I'll finish in a good spot, I guess. Finals was pathetic for me this year, with a few leagues, fucking straight sets, or couldn't even win a final. GWS want at least a draw to make finals. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be waiting on that Geelong and Bulldogs game. If the Cats can get up, well, there you go. They can't finish any lower than 8th, and they can't finish any higher than 7th. I don't think so. Yeah, that is correct. I mean, no, wait, to be fair, they can still get a home final. If the Saints... Yeah, so if the Saints lose and then the Giants win big and the Swans, well, they'll overtake them anyway. Yeah, I think they can. Well, there you go. If the Pies make it to the grand final, I hope that Mason Cox wins the Brownlow. Oh, mate, he'll definitely be up there. I mean, yeah, imagine Mason Cox win the Norm Smith. Yeah, no, I think you meant the Norm Smith, Ben. That'd be amazing. Imagine he wins it, all the USA chants. That'd be sensational. Anyway, let's have a look at these halftime stats before we, we'll do a bit of footy grid as we always do. But yeah, this is just dominant still from Collingwood. 33 inside 50s to 15. Essendon just looking sloppy with their ball movement. Looking panicked and rushed. +7 clearances. Their clearances really got on top of that second term. Collingwood 20 to 3. Oh no, 20 to 13. 76 contested possessions to 58, so +18. Dominating in pretty much every facet of this game. 14 stoppage clearances to 8. Winning the centre clearance as well. Collingwood, yeah, just dominant in every way you look at it. 17 touches and for Josh Dacos and Merritt, both leading the game with that. 3 clearances to Chris Mitchell, Parrish and Scott Pendlebury. 9 tackles. Well, geez, 9 tackles already for Setterfield. That's something. And half a footy. 𝐼𝐻𝐿 leading all the goal getters with 3. Ginnivan and Jamiel with 2. Metres gained later. Jack Crisp, of course, loves to take the game on 336 metres gained. 2 goal assists for Ginnivan and Bobby Hill. He's been a bit of a creator, Jack Ginnivan. He's been slotting home a goal or 2, but he's been great in the goal assist department as well. Josh Dacos with 5 score involvement. Same with 𝐼𝐻𝐿. And contested marks 2 to 𝐼𝐻𝐿 and 2 to Redmond. There you go. Well, fellas, I'm going to go take a whiz, and yeah, I'm actually going to probably get a cup of tea into me. So I'll flick the kettle on, and I'll be back in a minute or so. But yeah, we'll do the Warpool footy grid as we always do. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Right, everyone, I'm back. I'll have to go away again and get my tea because the kettle's currently on. But yeah, I think that's a bit of a necessity at the moment, given this is probably not one of the most entertaining games. Who we think's winning the Brownlow? I don't know. I still feel like Dacos could maybe hold on, but I don't know. I think, unfortunately, with his injury, that could be out the window. But you know, Petrarca, Chance, Bond. I'm keen to see how Zach Butters goes. Like, I think he could be like a top fiver. That's going to be an interesting one to look at as well. Yeah, we'll see. Just a question: do you think Darcy Parish will take what is on the table? Obviously, I'm not a Essendon supporter, but I mean, I mean, they're just wanting to play hardball. I think many of those his management and everything with the offer. Does he want to find a bit of a better club, or you know, does he want to try and find a bit more success, or does he believe in Essendon coming back up the ladder? That's definitely the questions for him. But yeah, I think he will resign. Like, he's always been speculating for agency, I think, but you know, I think if they'll probably find a way to get the deal done, both parties will be happy. And then yeah, Ben Mackay's a big one too, Sudi, mate. I mean, it's a free agent. It won't cost any draft capital, but it's going to be expensive. Apparently, almost $800,000 a year, which, yeah, it's expensive. And I always say, is he like, you know, that is that price justified? I think the thing you got to remember with Mackay is he plays in a bad team. Like, you know, if he's in a bit of a better one, it probably could work. You know, his reputation, sort of like his ability, could really increase. Like, look at Griffin Logue. Like, last year he had a great season, but now with North, you know, sort of playing that zone defense style, similar to how Freo did play, but just the worst of team, it's been hard. Anyway, who are we saying this is? I'm gonna go Josh Corbett. Bang. Fellas, how about this? I've been dominating with this stuff. I swear I've been getting the one guesses all the time. Okay, cool. Whirlpool expert. Yeah, they gotta get like a championships or something. Anyways, I think the kettle's probably brewed, so I'm gonna grab my tea. I'll be back in a sec. But yeah, whilst we wait, have a ponder with a few of these ones when I get back. Sorry about that, Phils. My fucking camera doesn't... Oh, wait, no, apologies. I have to switch back here for my camera to turn off, so there you go. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Right, everyone, the tea is acquired, and I'll stop going in and out and AFK and all that whatnot. I'm back. Okay, so after footy, it's been as a neutral, not the most exciting. Hence the tea. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into some footy, rich, shall we? So Essendon and Collingwood's the theme for both of these. I found out Cox is the tallest player to be measured at the draft at 6'11". Yeah, he's definitely up there. I'm still getting chills over that 𝐓𝐴𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. I've never watched it live, obviously. It's always a moment that it does give you the old chills down the spine. I know some Essendon fans might like this, but I think Markov is better than 𝐓𝐴𝐞 𝐎𝐿𝐼. I think it's always the better team tax. Like, since he's been playing in a better side, it makes it look like he's better. But he's played, his style really fits their system, so... Collingwood Grand Final play Dale Thomas. Yeah, sorry, I haven't even actually looked at this. Okay, so Collingwood Grand Final play Dale Thomas. Not a bad one. There's plenty to choose from. Good guy Nick Davis. Speaking of that comment as well, Ben. I'll go Josh Fraser. Ooh, almost a unicorn there, 0.53%. Okay, one club players here. Bloody hell, who we got? Huh. Was Michael Hurley a one club play for Essendon? I feel like that could be a bit of a popular one. Not looking too great for Essendon, even with like 2 quarters left. Yeah. Did Michael Long was a one club player, was he? I'm pretty sure he was. Long maybe would be a bit of a popular one. McRae being charged with murder of the Essendon Football Club. Very nice, very nice. Essendon Grand Final player Ryan Crowley. He played for Fremantle though. Did he play for Essendon? Yeah, he obviously played in the 2013 one. I'll take your word for it, Lockie. I never knew he played for Essendon, but did he? Oh, he did. Yeah, wow. There you go. Oh, good stuff. Plays finally. Yeah, there you go. No, good stuff, Lockie. That's great. Beautiful. There's some good chemistry we're getting here. Myself and the chat working together well. Doug Barwick. I'm sorry, I do not know who that is. Guessing I played from the 90s. Michael Long, obviously, probably going for Essendon, but I don't know. Is Michael Long like a bit of an... Is that like a bit of an obvious one? Coming over 250 games, Lou Richards. Yeah. Sure he's played over 250. I'll go for him. Yeah, there you go, 3%. Yeah, nice. Beautifully done. Ben Johnson, one club player. Yeah, when you think about it, they don't have to play a whole heap of games. Like, they could have played for literally like 5 games and get delisted. Oh, bloody hell. Who's that player? I forgot his name. He was in the 2010 Grand Final. I don't know if he played for one club. But might give it a go. What's his name? Oh, they fucking calls Ben Reed. Had a mind blank for a sec. Oh yes, there we go. 0.39%. Very nice, very nice. One club player and played with Dustin Fletcher. For Collingwood, one club player, who was that bloke who debuted against Brisbane the other day? Oh, it's a net. Yeah, it's a one club player. Robert, thanks for subscribing, mate. Much appreciated. Andrew Lovett, one club player. Wasn't it Lovett Murray? I swear Lovett Murray played for Essendon as well. That same... I swear he was one of the players that I always remember when we used to verse him. Lovett Murray would be one too. But I'll go with Andrew Lovett. Yeah, well, there you go. Well, 0.65%. Yeah, nice stuff there, Lockie again. Mark Harvey was one club. Yes, he was. He was, I'm pretty sure. And then he was the one who, yeah, Coach Fremantle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, nice. 0.22. Look at this. Bloody hell, I'm getting plenty of purples at the moment. Okay, grand final play with Dustin Fletcher. Bashar Hooley. Could he be one? Surely. Okay, 2%, not bad. Thought I'd think outside the box there a wee bit. 250 games we've got left now. One with Dustin Fletcher. We go. Oh no, Michael Hurley wouldn't have played 250 games. He had his injuries. 250 is a lot. I'll go Matty Lloyd. Actually, we'll go with Michael Long. We never went with... Surely Michael Long played 250 games. Ah, oh, bugger, he didn't. Okay, that's a bummer. Probably should have gone with an easy one. Probably should have just went with fucking... I don't know. Yeah, probably James Hird. 250 games for Essendon. Oh, I can do it with Fletcher. I mean, these are practically both the same, Fletcher. All that whatnot. Yeah, I'll just go with Hird. Yeah, there you go. Well, not really the greatest in the end because we got one wrong, but not bad. Okay, now for pretty much the exact same. Got more Collingwood of Essendon ones. But we don't really have many teams here. We've actually got a... Oh, no, sorry. Apologies, fellas. Third quarter's about to get underway. We'll switch over now. Well, we didn't really have much time to do the Grizzlies, fellas, because I was too busy bloody making a cup of tea. As that's the ultimate necessity in this second half. Anyway, we're back underway. Finn McRae's been subbed on. That's good to see. De Goey now. Oh, geez, already. Snap kick towards the square. Rush through for a point. Andrew Lovett's at the St Kilda albeit never played a game. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was like 2005 to 2009. And yeah, Hurd did play 250 by the way, Lezo. It was a 15% guess, so not bad. G'day, 𝐼𝐴, mate. How old are you? Oh, bloody hell, that's the $1 million question, mate. Well, how old do you think I am? It looks like, you know, you probably think I'm about 15 or 12 or something with how I look. It might surprise you. Durham now spinning out of trouble. That's going to be pinned. Didn't dispose of it correctly. 13, yeah, no, there you go. Yeah, I'm 13. Come on, Clive, you got to give me, cut me some slack, mate. I'm growing a beard, like I'm getting there. It's only taken me bloody 95 years, but I'm almost there. Nah, yeah, Josh is on the money. I am 20. Josh, mate, for you. Colin's free for on the pill. Bit of Earl Grey, by the way, fellas, the tea that I'm having. Can't go wrong with that. Jack Crisp now out across to Jeremy Howe. Tipper applies the pressure, couldn't do much. 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐴 now. Yeah, side bottom. You're my fav. Please shout out Key with a go. You're the man, mate. Go check him out, lads. Hawks make finals in 2024. It's going to have to be one I ponder about when I do my predictions next year, but definitely there'll be one that will push up the ladder, I feel. Finals, we'll see. I mean, you've got to be bloody a good side though to make finals. And do they have the calibre to win 12, 13 games? I'm still unsure on that, but they'll definitely continue to push opponents. We'll see. The guy now inside 50. Can he find the big cocks? He can't. Good spoil from 𝐓𝐡𝐞, and that will result in a forward 50 stoppage. Nice tackle from 𝘕𝐴. I wonder what the speculation with 𝘕𝐴. I think he's out of contract this year. So will he re-sign? Important player for Collingwood's future, I think. But he's one of those where I think he could really succeed maybe in another club with better opportunity. Because it's a hard midfield to break into. Nick Martin now out across. It's good from Redmond. And better draw.
Official word from the Collingwood Footy Club is just a cool pig for Jamie Elliott. So they put him on ice and get him fresh.
So they're just keeping him all freshed up. Jamie Elliott. Cork on the quad. But that's a smart thing to do. Play the kid of 𝘕𝐴. And, you know, he'll be needed. And, of course, that first qualifying final. Mason Cox, look at that. Breaks a few tackles. Gets the hand pass out. Whacked forward there from 𝘕𝐴. And the ball find the boundary again. Heard to go as one who bashed 𝐼𝐗𝐿 100%. Yeah, bloody hell. That was a terrible story to hear how he got bashed. Fucking hell. Why do people need to do that? Well, top spot secured, and so next game will fight for us. The finals begin. Yeah, I mean that's exactly what you wanted. No man as a Pies supporter, just to lock in the win. Definitely take the minor premiership trophy. I forgot what it's called, like the McLennan or some crap like that. But they're truly deserving minor premiers this year, Colin. They've been fantastic. Bobby Hill, great courage. Durham, that's going to be a free kick against him for front on contact. Now Bobby Hill inside 50, deep towards goals. And marking interference. And it's against 𝐼𝐗𝐿. Watching the game on VIP box. No, I'm just watching on my computer, Omar. I'm watching it through the old Cara Sports, mate. Let's see if you live in Australia, you'll have access to that. Oh, jeez, bloody hell, bit of a fight going on here. Looks like 𝘕𝐴 must have hit someone late. McGrath now. I'm just a run and gun, and jeez, what in the world is that? Couldn't get space for a kick and falls right into 𝐿𝐿𝐼's lap. And off the turnover inside 50, not a good kick. Zach Merritt with the intercept. Jeez, Bobby Hill just comes crushing in. This will be his 19th touch. Zach Merritt, he's been all over it. Risky kick though, is not a good one. 𝐼𝐿𝐼 in the intercept. But that's just what they have to do, Essendon. Really have to start taking this game on. Josh Dacos now peels off. Kick towards the pocket. Can he fly here? McStay's been quiet so far this game. Spall was nice again from 𝘍𝐿𝐼, and no result in a umpire's ball. Yeah, just a late hit there from 𝘕𝐿𝐼. Not really too much in it. Maybe we'll meet the Swans in the finals. I think the only way that happens is if we beat whoever's, like if we beat the 6th and 7th seed, so probably St Kilda, and then we beat probably now the loser of Port or Brisbane at home. I think then we play Collingwood in the prelim if they win their qualifying final. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I have to hop in the old squiggle maybe this weekend and have a look. But hey, I'm very, very happy we've made finals this year. I mean, the year we've had's been a bit of a tricky one, and no, we've had a great second half of the year. 𝐷𝐿𝐼, I wish he had that chance back. Lacked the ball drop there and the foot placement on the peel and misses. What a tap that was from Mason Cox. Beautiful stuff. Deserved a goal. I reckon Brisbane get it done this year. They've secured second playing qualifying. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I've been saying all year. It's very true, Josh. One of those non-Vic teams like your Brisbane or Port, it's just crucial to get that second place. If you make second, you're making the grand final. In theory, or really, practically, almost, because you're Both sides are very good at home. They'll play there until the grand final if they make it. So we'll see. But, you know, it is difficult for those non-Vic clubs to win it at the G come grand final day. Have to play at their best. Now inside 50 here for the Pies. That's not a great kick. That's going to be intercepted there from Mason Redmond. G'day, Aaron. Hopefully going well, mate. This looks like beating that Collingwood are putting on. Yeah, they sure are, mate. They're playing some great footy. They've been away a 50-metre penalty on cue. Oh, that's a bit of commentary curse from myself there. But yeah, they're just playing their total style. Essendon can't really get it much in their forward half. Defending great. Even without Murphy and Moore. That's credit to them. But yeah, they just mentally zapped now, Essendon. Still have had some great games this year, but yeah, just a disappointing end to this season they've had. That's a nice kick from Sardis on the lead of Langford. He's got a few options inside 50. Peels off, plays on, kick towards the square. Can Phillips fly in his last game? Well done from Al, who gets the spoil in. Prime Dusty or Prime Kurt Tippett? Oh, mate. Kurt Tippett back in the day, he had some great games. Of course, the Adelaide fans loved him after that infamous trade. Fucking hell. No, I mean, you can't go past Prime Dusty. I mean, even the numbers he's still putting up this year, Dusty Martin, like it's sort of like all Australian numbers when you compare it to other general forwards. Like they've been very good. But he's been playing a lot more midfield, though, to be fair. Wiedemann now inside 50, low kick. That's nice, finds Parrish. Of course, when Damien Hardwick, as soon as he moves to Gold Coast, the first thing is like, oh, now Dustin Martin's rumoured to move to the Suns to get a bit of connection again with Hardwick. It's like, bloody hell. You know, Dusty's just got to finish his career off at the Tigers. I think it's the best thing he can do. Who do you reckon will win Rolls? I reckon Essendon will win after the Siren AFL Firefly. You heard it here first as Darcy Parish will kick off this comeback. He's missed. I'll retract my statement. It's 2 goals, 6 Gs. They haven't even been accurate in front of goal. Bloody hell. Maynard now, short kick finds Jeremy Howe. And now, out of the fence he goes. And ready to throw him. Opinions on Ty Vickery? Oh, bloody hell. One of the most hated players in the comp. Just that big goose. Yeah, he had good games, then he just had absolute terrible games where he's just a complete spud. Nick Bryan gets front position of the ruck. Hit it was nice. Hobbs gathers, whacks it forward. Means he got to win this grand ball. Just can't get an effective disposal. That was class there from Maynard. Won it well. And now 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴 out towards the wing. Great mark from Ginnivan. Quaino now running alongside him. Kick doesn't really favour 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴 there. It's going to be a free to the man of 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴. Dusty will do Garrett Ablett Jr. and go north for the money. Yeah, fucking hell. I mean, I couldn't see Dusty doing that. Like, he's getting enough money. I mean, I think he's the highest paid player in the AFL anyway. So I think his paycheck's looking good enough. Don't disrespect Vickery. Could probably beat you in a fight. Yeah, I mean, he could probably beat a lot of people in a fight. Love the old bit of biff. I mean, it definitely was a fact. Like, he probably was one of the most hated players. Anyway, Langford now marks inside 50. But he was always such an up and down player. That's what I remembered much of him as well. And like, Jesus Christ, beat me in a fight. That would have been much feed anyway. You'll probably see more meat than a bloody butcher's pencil anyway, mate. All skin and bone I am. Anyway, Kyle Langford. Going to kick Essendon's 3rd goal and his 2nd. To make it 2 goals, 1. Kicks on its way, and that's instantly across the face. Old mate in the crowd not happy. Why has he got fucking tattoos on his face? Bloody hell. Oh, geez, dangerous kick from 𝐴𝐿. Ball goes to ground. I just couldn't get a clean possession or a gather up. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 now to the fence. Ball goes to ground. 𝗏𝗏. That's a nice pickup. McGrath back to 𝗏𝗏. And now Zach Merritt on his favourite left. Short kick. Nice one finds Nick Cox. And what can the lanky 200cm do inside 50? No, that's a good kick, but that's going to be touching. Jeez, that's poor from Setterfield. Got to be hitting that hand pass. And now a ball to go get here for the Essendon defenders. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐿 kicks a bit of a shocker, but they have time and space here. A few of the Dons plays now. 𝗏𝗏. Yeah, dangerous kick. Didn't see ginnivan. And now off the turnover, here come the Pies. ginnivan on his non-preferred. Over the top of the Bobby Hill. And he can pretty much stroll into an open goal here. He's got the pace. Settles. And there we go. 13th goal for Collingwood. 13 goals, 381. Jeez, I've been accurate too. Very accurate. And it's 2 goals, 7, 19. There you go. Well, it was creative there from 𝗏𝗏, but yeah, the young man just couldn't have their vision there. Did not see Jack ginnivan in his way. Collingwood definitely better off finishing second. I'd see Demons better than the MCG, but can't see Port doing the same. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, the most important thing is I've locked up the minor premiership. That's the important thing for their club. And too much hang time there for Nick Martin. Yeah, but that's a good chase down there from Nick Hahn. Almost got him, but yeah, easy stuff there for Bobby Hill. There you go. 9:33 to play in this third quarter. Clever tap there from penalty. That's beautifully done now. Mitchell goes inside 50, deep towards the deepest plays, but well done from 𝗏𝐿. Got in front of 𝗏𝐿. Told to go. And across now to 𝗏𝐿. We're going to do all the finals games. No, mate, you betcha. I did them all last year too. And yeah, they were awesome to do. We had some crazy games. So yeah, should be a fun final series, mate. And yes, I will be streaming the Swans finals games too. Obviously, I went to the prelim and the grand final last year. But, you know, like, I could go to the Elam final, but it's just like, it's a bit of a journey, either to Sydney or to Melbourne, so, yeah. And, like, an Elam final's big, but, like, you know, there's a vast difference between a prelim final, like the one I went to last year, and, like, an Elam final, if that makes sense. So yeah, like a prelim or more, I probably would go out to and watch. You know, I'm sorry, like, there's this thing called money that I'm trying to save, you know. I can't be going out spending on bloody, I don't know, I mean, I'd probably fucking drive no matter what. Like, plane tickets are, domestic flights are just a piss take with how much they are. Anyway, Setterfield, chance inside 50 here for Essendon, and another poor hand pass. Another boundary throw. It's going to be good finals, bro. Win or lose, it's going to be, yeah. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully, indeed. So I think Collingwood will win the premiership just because I don't see enough of their attack. That's definitely fair enough to heap. I still feel like they're definitely probably one of the best chances to win it. We'll see though. Could be Collingwood. Collingwood Melbourne grand final. I'll have to probably look at that. But yeah, you know, imagine if something like that is on the cards. Anyway, hands here, Nick Martin, terrible kick. Going to drum. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 will take over one day, take off one day. You're still so young. Oh, yeah, no, appreciate the words, mate. But you know, it's always good to plan for life more than just YouTube. I mean, it's a good side hustle. bit of punting money I earn a bit a month. I don't bet, but you know, like, it's not bad, I guess. Obviously, I get taxed on it too, you know. Don't get all of her. That sucks. Having to bloody pay taxes through fucking YouTube revenue. And O'Brien now wobbling kick inside 50. Oh, is that out in the full? Yes, it is. Off How's boot. It's always that thing called money that prevents us from having fun. Yeah, and I'm probably a bit of a frugal bastard as well, to be honest, Aaron, mate. I probably could splurge the cash, but you know, it's important to try and hopefully get a deposit on a house or something soon. You know, obviously I still love doing YouTube and still definitely, you know, just continuing to chip away at that, which I always love doing. Anyway, Jeremy Howe now out of the fence towards the wing. Oh, just absolutely straight back to Essendon plays. 𝐓𝐴𝐶𝐞 mopping it up. Mum's birthday on Tuesday. Yeah, it's good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Now it's going to be 50 metres. Darcy Parish's... No, sorry, Dyson Heppell's free. Against Bobby Hill. Who can Heppell find? 2 goals 7 to 13 goals 3. Oh, could he go bang from 50 here? And up. Goes with a nice kick, finds Langford. Gives it probably better hands in front of goal. Butter chicken rice tonight. Yeah, bloody sounds nice, mate. $6:35 to play in quarter number 3. 0 goals, 2 from set shots tonight, Langford. That's quite unlikely. Usually, he's usually quite good in front of goals. Let's see how he slots this one. Kick one to the left-hand side and kick one to the right-hand side. This time, it is drifts. It's the post. Left, right, and poster. Bloody hell. 2 goals, 8. Yeah, I appreciate the words, Brody, mate. Ours is only a 7 scoring shot difference. Yeah, bloody hell, when you really think about that. I mean, look at that. Well, there's your answer. 13 goals, 3, 2 goals, 8. Efficiency is probably the most important statistic in footy, as they say. And that's a nice kick in for Pendlebury space. Keeps it in. Was he taken without it? No, he wasn't. Put a bit of mayo on it, looks like Pendlebury. But look how easy that was just for Collingwood to move it end to end. Did Jamie Elliott score a goal? Yeah, he kicked 2 before he got subbed out AMV. Assuming you're on the punt. You'll have to see it. It's the weekly Rolls Macker punter viewer coming back on the channel. You'll have to see it. I'm getting there every week now. Some person will come on saying like, oh, do you reckon this player will kick a goal? Do you reckon this team will win by this margin? I'll give my advice. It win, it loses. If it wins, I say thank you. Good on you, mate. And then we go our separate ways and I'll never see him again. That's usually how it works. Inside 50, here's a chance. Phillips, can he get a goal in his last game of footy? But hopefully going well, AMV. Dan, mate, hopefully, week's going well, mate. And hopefully your punt gets up. Well, can Phillips kick this goal? Sure, the boys get around if he can kick this. 4 disposals, 9 hit-outs. Bit of a journeyman. Did come across from Carlton. Can he kick this? Kicks on its way. It's just drifted across the face. Unlucky. 2 goals, 9 now for Essendon. Bloody hell. Welcome back, Savannah. Jeremy Howe now. Does he want to go down the spine? Beautiful kick. Finds Markov. Gains almost halfway off that kick. Mitchell now with the handball receive. Now Hoskin Elliott to 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼. Ooh, he's taken on the merit tackle. He's able to break free. Markov head across to Mitchell. And a short stubbing ball, side bottom. Over the top now to Crisp. Finn McRae's got a glove on. Not 15. He gives it back now to Jack Crisp. Inside 50 deep kick towards the contest. 𝐓𝐴𝐶𝐞 first hands to it. Pendlebury tries and rubs it out of the contest. Perkins now whacks one out of the defensive 50. It's going to come back though. Hoskin Elliott reading well. Playing in defence. And who can he find now? He whacks one towards area of one-on-one, and that's going to be a free against Josh Dacos. There we go, Nick Martin. Yeah, hopefully going well, Cody, mate. It's good to see you back on the stream. Hopefully everything's going well over there in the States, mate. And, yeah, welcome to the stream, mate. Oh, I got more blokes. Oh, I didn't realise you were from the US, Ben. Bloody hell. Good to see the old foreigners getting around the stream of the footy. Anyway, now, they break free here, Essendon, off a bit of a miss. Spoil there from side, but oh, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, beautiful slap. Or swat. And that holds up play. 3:04 to play in this third quarter. Doesn't really matter too much the statistics, like it is really game over, but Essendon have had a bit more chances from that first half. As the chance here again. Phillips, can he get his goal? Well defended from Howe, but the ball's still alive here. Sardis couldn't pick up the ball. No, sorry, that was Langford. And Noble, just too easy. Like, they just don't really, they're not having these, much of these grand level winners in their forward half. Their pressure forwards aren't getting to work. And now a chance for Oleg Markov. Loves to take the game on, and Pendlebury, oh geez, he's dropped that mark. Hand pass out in the space, Nick Cox. Back to 𝐓𝐴𝐿. Nice short kick. McGrath now. Out towards the wings. A nice kick. Nick Martin. Oh, he's got to mark that football. Back in board. McGrath. Now out across Nick Cox. Going by hand here, Essendon. Now chipping ball out across. He's tall to tall at the moment. Nick Cox, Nick Bryan. He's made work for that one with the ground level pickup. Now Durham. He's got Sardis as the next link in the chain. Goes to him. The Pies defenders press forward towards the ball carrier. One in there from 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, but they get the hands out over the top. They just can't effectively do it though, Essendon. Look at this. Some sloppy movement. And eventually, ball up. 1 goal quarter rubbish, lads. Bring back the Matildas. Oh, bloody hell. That was great to watch, you know. That, I mean, the Women's World Cup was pretty good. Snelling, can he kick a goal? No, that's now 2 goals, 10. 2 goals, 10. Wow. Oh, well, 94 seconds to go in this third quarter. Essendon have kicked 0 goals 6. 0 goals 6 to 1 goal 1. So they've actually probably, yeah, they have looked better in this third quarter. They just can't put on the scoreboard at the moment. And Jack Chris Sacken and Nick Cox tackle. Charles Adams now whacks one forwards. 𝐓𝐴𝐿 couldn't pick up that grand ball. Now to 𝐿𝐿𝐼. Look at this. Panic Sock was now clever as that. Soccer out into space for Ginnivan. Bit of a tricky pickup. Oh, that's a high tackle. There we go. Hey, that is a very similar moment to last year when pretty much Redmond did the exact same thing and that wasn't paid a free. But there we go. It's got to be a high. It did lower his body, Ginnivan, but it's still a high tackle. Oh, Craig McRae's loving it. Wow. Well, I mean, Sandler on the replay did duck a bit, but it is fair enough. It is a high tackle. But those are always like your 50-50 ones. Never gets paid them anyway. Can he now slot this goal? Jack Ginnivan, he's been good in front of goals tonight. Chance for his, I think it's his third goal. Kicks on its way. Does it swing back? It sure does. There we go. To silence the Essendon Boos. 14 goals, 3, 87 to 2 goals, 10, 22. And that is his third goal of the game, Jack Ginnivan. Bloody oath. And the Colin chance up and about again. 17 scoring shots to 12. Scores 87 to 22. Yeah, I mean, usually, scoring shots is always an interesting one. Like, usually the team that wins the game has more, but not necessarily. I think there's a lot of times where the scoring shots are pretty even, but there's like a 20-point margin. Anyway, they get a goal again in red time. This has happened now for 3 quarters. Essendon have been on the receiving end of that all game long. Interesting third quarter. It's a 2-goal 1 to 0-goal 6 quarter. So the Pies have still won the quarter. A lot less scoring shots. So there you go. They're, as I said again. But yeah, this game is done and dusted, but they're just keeping really Essendon at bay anyway. Essendon, yeah, they're a bit better in that third term. They started to get a bit more footy around the contest and had their share of the inside 50s and won a few of those clearances and controlled the game a bit more. But that is an issue of Essendon. They just allow teams to really run through them with ease, and look at that, just end to end. They got 2 goals really off it. Margin would have been a lot closer and kicked straight up. Yeah, I mean, if they've kicked 10 goals too, like, you know, a bit of a closer game, still would be around. Still definitely be around your high margin. It'd probably be around a 20-point margin or so. You know, imagine if bloody Collingwood kicked 3 goals 14. But he's gone for a bit of a close game. Got the money in the game. Total be under 179.5. I'm good, right? Oh, yeah, you should be. If the line's your total score, then yeah, I think I'll be fine. Essendon have been atrocious. Yeah, sure have, mate. I love how McRae started in the Moldhouse era, and now he's continuing one mix started. Yeah, he's starting to really build something special, I think. G'day, cool for going well. Pies smashing Bombers. Yeah, easy stuff, mate. I think, yeah, a handful of neutrals was expecting a big margin. I was a bit more bullish on the Bombers to make it close, as I tipped them by 16, but... Oh, no, I tipped still Collingwood by 16, but a lower margin, and... There you go. They are getting absolutely pelted. Bloody hell, way over 10 goals. But yeah, not exactly the most entertaining Friday night game of footy, but you know, it happens. Definitely happens. Well, it's actually been a while since we've had a probably bad Friday night game. They've actually been quite decent the last few weeks or so. Okay, well, let's look at the team stats for 3/4 time, shall we? Zach Merritt, I think he's still leading all the disposal getters. He's having a good game in a poor performing side. 27 touches, 9 marks, 2 clearances, 3 tackles. Pretty much just seagulling stats, really, let's be honest. 25 touches to 𝐼𝙗𝐿𝐴, 23 to Mitchell. 4 clearances to Tom Mitchell and Pendlebury. 458 metres gained for Jordan De Goey. 9 contested possessions for Darcy Parish, 8 for 𝐼𝙗𝐿𝐴, 8 for Adams. 10 intercept possessions for 𝐼𝙗𝐿𝐴, but you know, most of the ball's just been down their end anyway. 7 score involvements for Langford, he's leading all getters on the ground. 7 inside 50s for De Goey, so De Goey's having a good game of footy. 22 touches in the goal, this is sort of the numbers De Goey can put up. 2 centre clearances for Scott Pendlebury, who's leading the game with that. So, yeah. And, team stats. Wow, plus 23 inside 50s for Essendon. Plus 6 clearances. Plus 13 contested possessions. Essendon were able to control a bit more footy in that third quarter now. They lead in the uncontested possession count by 10. But, you know, the game is really done and dusted. But, yeah, definitely the scoring hasn't helped them. I think that third quarter actually did look like the better team. But 0-6 they kicked that quarter. Pretty poor. Team Brisbane can say bye to the minor premiership. Yeah, I mean, footy justice almost plays its part. I mean, Collingwood truly deserved the minor premiership, so it's a hats off to them, really. They, home way season-wise, they've pretty much been the best team. I wonder if Anthony McDonald, Tip and Woody can do something, though. One more quarter to do something, Tippo. He's got 3 touches, 1 tackle. Can he kick a goal? I mean, last year Hurley was able to kick his goal. This year, can Phillips kick a goal? And can McDonald, Tip and Woody kick a goal? Maybe they'll try and pick them out inside 50. Maybe Tipper plays out in the square. We'll see. But yeah, a bit of a disgusting margin. If you're an Essendon supporter, that's definitely safe to say. There you go. Start drinking Red Bulls, keep me awake. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I'll tell you what, I'm never really into the energy drinks too much. Never really been much. Not really interested in all that stuff. You know, bloody energy. I mean, fucking cup of tea I just had, so counts as some caffeine in it at least. I think the big difference though, Collingwood is they've done they have done the 1%ers really well. Their pressure's been great. Had a lot of smothers, and yeah, they've just been able to move the ball so well. Probably expensive Essendon's pressure and defence though, it has been really off. I think this game. Well, let's see out this final quarter, shall we? 0 goal 6 to 1 goal to 2 goal 1 quarter. That was in the third term. As again, Zach Marriage leading all disposal getters with 27. 3 goals to Robbie Gregory. 10 marks to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, who's leading the game with that. Will there be a lot of disposals this quarter? Probably Hot Boy because the margin's quite inflated. Oh, it's a massive margin. So usually that means more of the slow style teams will just slow it down and get a lot more marks and touches. So I'd probably say yes. That's a good question, Cody. Most valuable player this year? I'd say 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 will definitely have to be up there. I'd probably say here. I mean, yeah, Bond's definitely up there. I mean, most valuable players like an NFL sort of thing. Like, obviously, MVP in the NFL is a thing. Also, we have the Brownlow, where the Brownlow isn't necessarily an MVP award. I mean, it is technically, but it's the best and fairest award. So it's like, you know, it's sort of like umpires because they do like game votes after the game. It's what the umpires decide. But I'd actually probably say, yeah, 𝐓𝐡𝐞, like especially his age as well, like that actual valuable tag, I'd say. 𝐷eGoey now inside 50, wobbly ball. Jeez, I swear to God, every start of the quarter, 𝐷eGoey's just burst out with the centre clearance. It's happened like every quarter. And now a deep kick from Chris. Oh, Jesus. How have Essendon not bloody parried that one over the line? Wow, I think McStay's nudged that in for a quick goal. I just harp on about how good this is off atmosphere and engagement, opposition fans, special call. Yeah, no, that's what I always like to do, you know. You know, especially love to see fronters get around the game. That's what's always important. The soft calls are behind here. That is a goal, clear gap. Oh, if they call us a point after that infamous moment last week. You mentioned the NFL. Do you have a favourite NFL team? Oh yeah, I go for the New Orleans Saints, Cody, mate. I've always been a big NFL fan. It's hard to keep up with it here in Australia because you don't get to watch all the games, and all the games are at like Monday at 6 AM, so it's shit times. Yeah. But no, I've always loved the Saints. Reggie Bush, Drew Brees, of course. A lot of players I love. Marquez Colston, if you know any of those players. Big Deuce McAllister. Go on, this Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, bloody bandwagon team, mate. They won the bloody Super Bowl last year. Oh no, all those players. Yeah, nah. Some great Saints legends there. But I remember Joe Horn, Jimmy Graham. Joe Horn was he was like one of the mid-2000s legends for the Saints, I think. Jimmy, oh mate, I can't believe Jimmy Graham though. Used to be a young gun for the Saints, and then he come out of retirement and join back at the Saints? Like, that was awesome to see. That's bloody sick. He's like 36 years old or something, but that's bloody cool. The thing I'm pumped though is we have an Australian punter for the Saints. His name Lou Headley or something. He's from I think he's from Western Australia, but he's like 30 years old. I'm pretty sure. He played in Miami for the U as a punter, and he's been picked up as a undrafted free agent. So yeah, he's playing a few preseason games. Hopefully he makes the final roster, but that'll be awesome. Australian playing for the Saints. Gonna be pretty sick. But yeah, I remember watching the 2018 championship game against St. Louis. Obviously that infamous moment where the no call clear-cut defensive pass interference wasn't given, and we pretty much lost the game off it. And that 2018 season, we were unstoppable almost. Like, Drew Brees had some sort of a year, and oh, bloody hell, I was not happy. But no, it is a great sport, NFL. I mean, obviously, like a lot of... In Australia, it's pretty quiet. Like, NBA's big over here, but, yeah. No, it was, LA... It was the LA Rams, not St. Louis. Were they moved by that? It was definitely St. Louis. It was definitely the Rams. It was the 2018 championship game. The Minnesota one was the 2017 divisional, where we choked. Where Stephon Diggs bloody made that stupid catch and then our defence fell asleep and we lost the game off it. Oh my God. I didn't watch that game live, but I watched the championship game. Anyway, along the wing here. Who is that? Redmond, sorry, I couldn't see who that was. Inside 50. Come on, let's cheer on Tipper. Can he kick a goal? He's lurking in that forward line. First LA Rams and St. Louis Rams and LA Rams. Yeah, no, it started off as Los Angeles and they moved back. Stephon Diggs, yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's hard to keep up with all the play movements and stuff. But yeah, he played there last year as well. But, you know, I'm bullish on the Saints this year. We've started 2-0 in the preseason. I know the preseason doesn't mean much, but we were a bloody game short off the playoffs last year. We didn't have a first-round pick. We traded it out, so... See what Derek Carr can do to us. Expensive free agent. Hopefully he can do something. Even though Andy Dalton, Cody, he had actually some great stats as quarterback last year. So, you know, I think we've got some good depth. So we'll see. Inside 50, who's up? Tipping Woody, Wiedemann from the side. That's a good mark. Give it a tipper. Oh, bloody hell. You'll have to see if he kicks a goal. I don't go for anyone in the BBL, to be honest, Badger. For some reason, I didn't mind supporting, like, the Hobart Hurricanes when I was a bit younger. I don't know why, just because, like, I don't know. I just chose them. Not really any logical reason. But no, I don't really have one. Anyway, can he kick this one, Sam Wiedemann? I think he's already kicked a goal. Yeah, he did. Back in the second quarter. Essendon's first. And he kicks the second. Essendon kicks the first of this final term. Yeah, that's what Aaron said, Badger. Through free agency. Can see what he shows this year, though. Still getting memories of that James White touchdown in Super Bowl 51 that won Brady his 5th ring. You have to jog my memory with that one because bloody, there's so many Super Bowls the Patriots win, I forgot. I mean, obviously there's the Malcolm Butler stop. Like, how do they not run the ball? Marshawn Lynch, one of the best runners back in his prime. Throw the interception on the goal line, and then he basically wins the game for Brady. Like, that was nuts. The Atlanta comeback. Oh, is that one? Yeah. I remember watching a bit of that game live. That was, yeah, I watched that one at school, actually, because when the Super Bowl's on, it's on at, like, Tuesday morning around 10 a.m. So, like, you know, you're able to watch a bit of it at school and all that whatnot. It's pretty good. I know a few people in Australia take their day off on Tuesday to watch it. And Merritt's kick's not a great one. Nick Martin breaks free. Oh, no, he does too much. No, gets it out. Menzie now a chance. The South Australian. Can't take the mark there. Wait a minute. He's kept it in. Hand pass not great. Darcy Cameron able to mop it up. Just gets it out. Markov Finn McRae. Good hand pass. In congestion. Smart up there from Oscar Elliott Pendlebury. With that class awareness. Breaks free now. Oleg Markov launches towards the wing. He's got to go here, Redmond. Oh, it doesn't commit. But he could get on the end of this one. Bobby Hill, it's a foot race. Is he playing for the free there? It looks like he was. Bobby Hill doesn't get it. But he tacks on the footy well. That'll be a ball up. Hope Derek Carr can actually do something. The Saints always liked him. Yeah, that's fair enough, generic white male. I mean, I think he's always been one of those, like, meme players. Because, you know, not mean, like meme. Like, you know, joke plays and stuff. Because he's always, like, not really... He's been a bit of a spud from here or there. And People have been saying, oh, he's going to do bugger all the Saints this year, but we'll see how he goes. Again, like I actually thought Andy Dalton was quite decent for us last year. But yeah. I mean, pre-season last year, Jameis Winston was clearly our quarterback one, and then I think he got injured. He came back from that ACL the year before. And then, yeah. It's just gone downhill ever since Drew Brees retired, you know. Never had to worry about the quarterback position till now. Inside 50 here for 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 towards the pocket. Ginnivan, can he fly? Jeez, how many spoils has 𝐓𝐡𝐞 had tonight? It feels like every bloody marking contest he's getting up and he bloody takes the spoil. All this talk was Super Bowl 51, was living in the US at the time, got to go to it, it was the best. Yeah, I'd always love to go to a Super Bowl. It would be pretty special. And even last Super Bowl was pretty close. I still hate that though, because pretty much 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, the Australian punter for the Eagles, pretty much lost them a game because I remember his punt was terrible. It lacked hang time. It was a shank because I forgot who was the returner, but he returned it for almost a touchdown. Like he got a really good punt return off it, but it was a terrible kick, and that set up a good field position for them to take the lead. It was a terrible punt. That's what I remember. Essendon just had a double percentage drop. Yeah, it's a terrible way to end off their year. Yeah, that's true, Aaron. Yeah, the Raiders have never had like a class quarterback. I mean, when was the last time they had a good quarterback? Like, would Rich Gannon count? Because he made the Super Bowl with them in the early 2000s. That's going to be a throw. And then that obviously, bloody Jamarcus Russell, the absolute bust. Now inside 50 here for 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐿. Deep kick. That's going to be, yep, Ginnivan holding there. Nick Cox plays advantage. Now out and towards the wing. Oh, well done from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐿. Did well. Did very, very well. Now 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐿 on his left boot. Short kick. Nice one. Adams. He's had a good game. He started off this game very well. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐿 now. Bit of a hacky. Oh, how does that work? That's a beautiful kick. Oh, McStay. Couldn't get there. Recovers. Just gets the hands out to Bobby Hill. Not really a clever hand pass, but he's a creative play. He does well. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐿 at a high kick. It's travelling. It's travelling. It's going to go through for a rush point. There we go. So, 6 points away or a goal away from the Pies hitting the ton. Yeah, Gunning definitely counts. I hate talking about... Yeah, that was the Buccaneers one where they ran over the top. That was when John Gruden was the coach for him. Bloody hell. I don't know, I fucking hate John Gruden. I love and I hate John Gruden's voice. He's got that sort of like southerner bloody accent. Imagine the Detroit Lions making the Super Bowl. Yeah, bloody hell. Like, I always loved the NFL Films YouTube channel. Like, they've had some great stuff they've made on that. And I was watching a video like back in the 50s when they were successful. Bobby Lane was their star quarterback. He got traded out and he applied a curse to the club saying they're not going to win anything in 50 years. And I think on like the 50th year or something, or when it was brought up, the year was 2008. And that's when they went 0-16. So, like, bloody hell. Pretty crazy stuff. But they had they finished off last year really well. That great win over Green Bay. So, apparently they were going to be one of these teams that are going to rise up this year and potentially make playoffs. Like, they've got, of course, Jared Goff as their quarterback. Who is, I think, I'm assuming a good quarterback. I don't know. I don't know in depth, but I know he is. He was the #1 pick. So, see what he does. They lost their running back, though. He came to the Saints. Something Williams. I know. I'm so bad at remembering these modern day plays. But yeah. I used to play a lot of Madden when I was younger, so I know a few of these older kind of plays and everything, so that's why. Fucking oath. Laverde now out across. 11:50 to play in this final term. Pretty much it. Stalemate sort of quarter. Back and forth really between both teams. Game is already over. Merritt just racking up more footy. Nice kick, finds Setterfield. Alone in a bit of patch of space. He plays on now. And Langford in the hole here. Durham did well to block off Howe, but he's got to mark that footy. That's poor. Quaynor now out of the fence. And a nice kick. Ricky Williams. No, what was his name? Bloody... No, he plays. New Orleans Saints. Running backs. Jamal Williams. That's the one. Yeah, we got him in free agency, I think. Yeah, definitely. You know, him and Alvin Kamara, like, get a bit of a dual back system going. Him and, well, that's going to be good to see, because Kamara's still a great player. But yeah, NFL rushing touchdowns leader from last year. He's a good player. I mean, obviously, I didn't watch much of him, but yeah. Imagine Lions versus Jets Super Bowl. Yeah, bloody hell. I mean, these are two sides that have. When was the last time? Isn't the Jets like the team that hasn't made the finals? Like, it's been they're the team that the longest time they've waited to make finals. I think the drought. They have the longest drought or Super Bowl. Oh, no, playoffs I should say. Sorry, it's like 2010. Back when they were good. But yeah, there's still a lot of teams that want a Super Bowl, like expansion styles like Jaguars and the Texans and stuff. Anyway, now kick towards half forward. Mason Cox, good grab. That's his first bloody mark of the game, I swear to God. Yeah, the Jets won that one. Yeah, the third one with Joe Name, I think it was. But they've been close, like, yeah, the 2010 sort of year they made back-to-back championships, I think. And then, yeah, they lost. They beat the Patriots in one of the divisional games, I think. Vikings have been close. The Bills as well. The Bills have been unlucky. They've lost a few close Super Bowls. They had that one where they missed that field goal. Okay, can 𝐼𝐻𝐿 kick this goal? This will be his fourth, I'm pretty sure. He's had a great evening tonight. 𝐼𝐻𝐿's kick from 55. Oh, no, sorry, from the boundary, not 55. All clear for a point. Those early Super Bowls, tough to watch, especially Super Bowl 5. Yeah, I mean, obviously pretty early bloody vision. Oh, this is nice from Darmir. He breaks free, tip and Woody. Oh, beautiful stuff. Here we go. Oh, Maynard chasing him. How's the kick? Favourable kick. Frampton did well there, but he's still in the box seat here. Langford is centering ball. Should fall in Menzies' lap. Well done there. Beautiful stuff from 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 and Elliott, their old player. He gets back and spalls it through for a rush behind. Yeah, quite an amount. So yeah, Panthers made that Super Bowl in the early 2000s, I think. Texans, Chargers have been close, like back with LaDaly and Tomlinson, and stacked team they had, like Philip Rivers and everything. Mitchell now, good hands to 𝐼𝐻𝐿, Pendlebury. Yeah, Jaguars, Browns, Lions, Vikings. Yeah, still quite an amount. And yeah, the Titans were the unlucky one with short by a yard. That was the name of the game, wasn't it? That's when the Rams won it. Zach Merritt now inside 50. Kick. Splits it apart. Oh, Tipper, what do you give it to him? Give it a Tipper. Chance now for Durham. Low kick. Touch ball. And Langford did well. Nah, he's got to kick that. That's terrible. Oh, and the Pies fans give it to him. And so they should. How's he miskicked the footy? Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did. They made that Super Bowl, and that's when they got pummeled. AFL players will be boring, in my opinion. Oh, you never know. I mean, as he said, was it you, Badger? Or was it? I think it was someone else. Someone said earlier in the stream, there's no like clear cut best. Still Collingwood, but like in terms of the premiership runway, Demons were winning all their games like 2021. Geelong were winning all their games last year, 2022, and look now, it's not really any of these teams. So I don't know. That could be an Elam finalist that makes a prelim. We'll see. Yeah, Super Bowl's 38 and 50. Oh, I'm probably thinking of when the Broncos got destroyed in one of Peyton Manning's games for them. They won a Super Bowl and then they got destroyed in one. Mason Cox, well up. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, I swear that. Oh, I don't know. I swear that. I don't know. I'm probably just thinking. I'm off. Yeah, I'll probably have to jog my memory with all the Super Bowl results again. Merritt now. Out across. Finds Laverde. Out across to Nick Hind. Yeah, that's the one. 2014. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, Sardis, that's a poor kick. But time and space for 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Back across now to Nick Martin. Can he pick out a target? Oh, geez, that's going to be a free man. I came in late. 6:24 to go in this final term. Just the one goal they've kicked this quarter, Essendon. Brian now, high centering ball. Who can he find? I've got numbers here, Essendon. Should result in the mark, 𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐵. There you go. Off that one was the featured interception. On the, yeah, that was the one I was thinking earlier. Bloody Malcolm Butler. Off the set. 𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐵 now. She'll kick this goal. Oh, there we go. The Bronx Cheers tell you the story. He's missed. 3 goals, 12. I mean, you're getting pumped on us. Sorry, I've added a point too many. There we go. John Noble now. Kick's not a good one. It's resulting in a McGrath intercept. And that was the Super Bowl when the Superdome bloody lost power. Chance for merit. That's missing. 3 goals. 13. There we go. Now I can add both my point. Jesus Christ. Now Jeremy Howe in their back pocket. Would you do fixtures content? What do you mean by that, Brandon? I will be doing my All-Australian team next week and my finals predictions, all that whatnot, like last year. So definitely be getting around that. Darcy Cameron can't do much. Bobby Hill, here we go. He breaks free. Oh, he thinks he's Lewis Jetta, does he? No, he's a fast player. And can't keep it in. Collingwood only have 4 more scoring shots than Essendon, yet they're flogging them by 64 points. Yeah, I mean, there's that 𝐼𝐻𝐿 thing, the guy that does all the interesting stats on Twitter and stuff. I wonder if he'll do anything like this. Like, what's like the biggest margin where the scoring shot gap is like under 5? So it's under 5, 4 scoring shot difference, but the game is at 64 points. I wonder if there's like any substantial difference. Like if it's up there as a high record or something, I don't know. Anyway, Brian now, he's had a few decent moments and glimpses late in this game. Tipping Woody maybe a chance. Where is he? Maynard soccers it out of duress, and that's nice. Had to Bennery, bit of time out across to Frampton, the former South Australian stalwart. And that is a very wrong. When's full time? In 4 minutes and 10 seconds on the countdown clock. This game looked like it was over by half time before I even woke up. Haven't missed on too much, Aaron, mate. Haven't missed out on too much. That's the benefit of living in the States, because, you know, when there's a bad game, you wake up and you're like, it's not that good. Go back to bed or something. But, you know, the Pies have looked dominant and good on them. I think they were a truly deserving side to make finish as the minor premiers this year. I think we all really anticipated it probably halfway through the year towards half forward. But hey, credit to them, they had to do the work. Obviously, Melbourne weren't able to last year and they couldn't get it done. Mason Cox now inside 50. A chance for Bobby Hill. Twisting and turning. And what can he do? Centering ball. Oh, geez, that's terrible. Thatcher now dispossessed. Crisp. Lovely pressure here for the Pies. Out to Noble. Has a bit of time and space to find a centering ball and great vision. All owns Darcy Cameron. And they can launch from about 48 metres. Yeah, that was the one where the Saints lost that championship game, Badger. And then everyone was pissed off because the Rams played that shit. It's like, oh, the Saints would have made it a better game. I hope to God rate Mason Redmond against the disposal. Oh, bloody hell, here we go. 3:04 to play. Darcy Cameron's lining up. What's Redmond doing? Is he on the bench? Oh, no, he's on the bench. Redmond's on the bench. Is he going to get wrapped in the cotton wool, or is he going to come? You probably pray for a goal here because rotation's probably reset. Resets back in the middle because Cameron kicked the goal. Sure does. There we go. There's a touch on the line. believe it's a goal. Okay, it's a goal. Okay, so we reset in the middle. Will the rotations happen when he gets on? That's well done from 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 to block off. Cox on the line. Yeah, that was Eli Manning. Where did he throw it to again? The one-handed catch on his helmet, Tyree or something? Tyrell? Like he clunked it on his helmet. Like that was an insane catch. And then, yeah, the deep kick to, not kick, throw to... Oh, was it... What was his name again? Fucking... 𝐓𝐴𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐿𝐹 or something? Yeah, 𝐓𝐴𝐶𝐞. He was the one who took the catch, I think. Like the touchdown one. But yeah, that was a, yeah, bloody, I think, you know, they're that good, the Patriots. I think a lot of people on that day would have loved it. But there we are, the Pies hit the ton. Is Redmond back out in the field? Okay, he is. That's important stuff. Simple mechanics, mate. Well, I should just, 𝗤𝐴𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Yeah. Well, that's how you pronounce that, I'm pretty sure. Parrish now whacks it out. Merritt. Any clearance here for Essendon. Nice vision out across to Parrish now. He can go by foot inside 50. Can Langford fly for this one? Falls out the back. Maybe a chance for 𝗦𝐿𝐿𝐼. And umpire's ball. 2:20 to play. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, fellas, before the end of this game. Obviously not the ideal night of footy, but hey, always do appreciate the support, and hey, it's been good to see the Pies flex their muscle. They've been awesome tonight. Cox now. John Noble going to go with the check side here. That's interesting. Nick Martin now. 𝐵𝐸. Where's Redmond? Now they retreat back inside 50 here. Cox in a good spot. Makes the mark. Love watching streams. I need to track my bets. Yeah, well, I'll try and cheer at home, mate. I'll pretend to be Tommy Papley cheering on a horse because he loves a punt. Mason Cox now. Okay, this is good. He'll launch it back and towards the air. Oh, here he is, Redmond. No, he's taking the mark. Here we go. He's done it. He's won the punt for you. Fucking oath. Enjoy your fucking, I don't know, $2.35. Whatever you're going to win, I don't know. If you're going to win a bit of a chunk of money, that's good. Martin on out in a space for Mitchell. Bobby Hill twisting and turning. That's a neat little kick to Mitchell. That works. That works. And yeah, can't really favour that. Didn't really. Nick Martin did well. Markov competing hard. He's had a good night, I think. Oleg Markov. He's really had the licence to roam free tonight. Yeah, bloody oath, simple, mate. Can we hear Setterfield? What do you mean by that? What's Setterfield's stats been? It's his first game back. He's had 10 tackles, 14 touches, 11 of those handballs, 5 of those contested possessions. Redmond drops the mark. 33 seconds to play. Well, what a season it's been for Collingwood. Obviously, it's not season over yet, but this home and away season, they have dominated. Started off, what, 8-0, 9-0, 10-0. They've pretty much been the benchmark this season. The form hasn't really helped them the past few weeks or so. But, hey, it is pretty much against a depleted Essendon side, let's be honest. But, hey, they've done the job done really well here. They've been dominant tonight. They've played to their terms. And, hey, this is a big opportunity for them to win this. It's almost like their flag is to lose. It's going to be a big game in 2 weeks' time, as they're most likely going to be playing the D's. As the siren will sound, ladies and gentlemen, your minor premiers for 2023, the Collingwood Footy Club. What a year they've had so far. Not had, because there's still plenty of stuff to go come finals, but yeah, they've been the benchmark this year. Congrats to them. But how about that? Huge stuff for the Pies. And they could have bloody... Oh, sorry, pressed the wrong button. That should do it. Oh, for goodness sake, bloody anticlimactic finish here. Graphics are stuffing me up. There we go, beautiful. The Premiership bill could be a cakewalk for the Pies in 2023. They've smashed the Dons convincingly in the end by 70 points. 16 goals, 5 to 3 goals, 13. Dominant tonight. Moved the ball with gusto. A lot better than last week. Very good in the middle too. 𝐼𝐿𝐼 back in the team really did help. Still no Murphy and Moore, but they get him back. Potentially 𝐼𝐿𝐼 for the first final. It's going to be interesting to see. But, you know, they've been a great side to watch this year, and they will finish first and get the home final against potentially the Demons. Probably most likely Melbourne. So it's going to be interesting to see. But there is the first game of the final round, done and dusted. Unfortunately, that man on screen, McDonald Tipperary, couldn't kick a goal. But definitely we'll get the chair off alongside Phillips, who couldn't kick a goal either. But yeah, plenty of respect for this man, especially for the Pies plays. He's been an awesome player to watch. And he already was retired, but he came back out of retirement, you know, to try and, you know, chip away maybe for another final goal. Obviously not really passing the Skinfold's test, but oh well. But how about this man, 𝐼𝐿𝐼? He had a great game, 27 touches. Was able to burst 3 from a lot of centre clearances, 6 contest possessions. Was good tonight. He's got to really having to be good for this final series, let's be honest. Yeah, no, cheers, Clive. Take care, mate. Yeah, hopefully we can. But appreciate the support, fellas, with tonight's stream. Bit of a boring game, let's be honest. But hey, the Pies truly deserve this minor premiership. Great game from them tonight. Let's have a look at their stats before we finish up. Pretty convincing, 56 inside 50s to 39. Plus 5 clearances, that is. Plus 13 contest possessions, winning all the important numbers, really. Both teams had 14 marks inside 50. But yeah, the Pies too good, really, in the end. Disposal winner in the end, Zach Merritt with 36. He got 146 fantasy points. That bloody helps. I'll take that for my fantasy team. Want to finish off the year strong in that. 11 marks he had. Mitchell with 33 and a goal. He had a nice game. Led the game with clearances with 7. Parrish with 6. What else is there? 𝐼𝐿𝐼 with 27. Nick Martin with 26. Sam Durham 25. Josh Dacos 25. Now, intercept possessions 12 for 𝐼𝐿𝐼. He had a high game of marks as well. 9 score involvements for Zach Merritt. Still putting up great numbers this game, even though he probably was a bit more of a seagull. 𝐼𝐿𝐼 led the game with 8 inside 50s. That's good to see. There's Nick Dacos in the rooms. So that's good to see. He's looking all fit and well. Jesus Christ, he's let the beard growing a bit. 13 contest possessions for Parrish. He led the game in that, and he led the game in centre clearances. So yeah, too good tonight. Collingwood, they get it done by 70 points. Congrats to them. They get it done. The minor premiers for this year. Oh, it's going to be exciting to see how they do fare come September. Team to be fearful of, and they will dominate and at their best tonight. Great win from them. 3-2-1 votes. I'll do them quickly. The best player on the ground. I'll probably go to 𝐼𝐿𝐼, to be honest. I loved his game. He was awesome. So I'll go 𝐼𝐿𝐼 for 3 votes. Probably can't really give many Essendon players votes, let's be honest. But yeah, 𝐼𝐿𝐼 for 3. Who else are we thinking? We'll go Tom Mitchell for 2. He was in and under, winning a lot of pilt. And then for 1 vote, I feel like honestly Jack Ginnivan, he had some nice moments. But I'll give it the 𝐼𝐿𝐼. I think he was heavily involved in their forward line. So 3 votes, I reckon. Best on ground was 𝐼𝐿𝐼. 2 for Mitchell. 1 for Brody 𝐼𝐿𝐼. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Of course, going to be streaming the 𝐬𝐺𝑠𝑠 on Sunday. I might stream the Bulldogs in Geelong. I'll see. But yeah, I appreciate the support, everyone. Good game of footy in the end. Pies get it done. Your minor premiers, well done to them. And yeah, enjoy your weekend, fellas, if you don't drop by. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you later.